Let's get it. We're live. It's a watch party, baby. Texas UCLA Final Four starts just now. I mean, they're tipping off in a matter of moments. I want to say lineups have been announced. Looks like they're about ready to go. But real quick, guys, obviously go subscribe to On3 Inside Texas. But Inside Texas is giving away basically like the whole tailgate setup. You're going to go to Instagram. You're going to find the post, tag a friend, like the post. Make sure you're obviously following Inside Texas. You're going to get a Blackstone grill, Yeti cooler, chairs, the whole setup. It will be announced. The winner will be announced following the Texas A&M baseball series. Texas A&M baseball series. So that's coming up soon. That's the next weekend. All right. Inside Texas giveaway with Academy. Shout out Academy. Yeti coolers, Blackstone grill, the whole works. But hey, we're live. We're here. We're ready to rock. It's almost game time. I'm nervous. I've tried to stay busy all day because this team, they've been there. They're on the cusp. They've been on the cusp for a while under Vic Schaefer. Rory Harmon's been through a lot as a leader of this team. Madison Booker, I mean, it's just their time. It feels like their time. But you got a really good UCLA team on the other side, also feeling that it's their time, feeling that, hey, this is their moment. You know, you've got Lauren Betts. You've got some really, really good players on this team that have won a lot of games. So, again, two really, really good teams playing Phoenix, Arizona. Tip-off 8:36 Central Time. It's here. It's here. So appreciate you guys in the comment. Bulls, Pistons that we just watched. Now, try to tell you guys about UConn. Again, nobody, obviously UConn was unbeaten, but they had played nobody. They had played nobody. It wasn't the same UConn group from a year ago. Didn't look like they had that same killer instinct. Again, it helps, you know, if you're a South Carolina fan, it helps when UConn shoots 31% from the floor. That's not going to beat anybody. But the way that Gino acted at the end of that game, how are we feeling about that? Anyone see the Gino versus Don Staley battle right there? Some Gamecocks in the house. There you go. Hey, Coach, appreciate you being here as always, my man. Michelle, there you are. I'm so nervous, man. I can barely breathe. But yeah, the way that Gino acted down the stretch there, again, I missed the first half of that game. Saw the last quarter and a half. South Carolina plays physical basketball. Texas plays physical basketball. I mean, I rarely do see a team, especially in the women's game, you know, at the top levels that don't play really, really physical. And so, yeah, I mean, a 6-0 foul count there in the third quarter, like I get it. You know, it's hard to believe that you couldn't find something that South Carolina could have been called for in that quarter. But hey, anyways, here we are, Texas UCLA. Lauren Betts, she stands at 6'7". That's a big body. UCLA they're not afraid to go four guards and then, you know, work four out, one in offense. They've got a lot of girls. Sorry, they've got a lot of guards that they get a lot of minutes in. They've got, I think Neep can shoot it at 42% from three. You've got a 39% shooter on this team. I want to say you got a 37% shooter from deep on this team. So UCLA is, I mean, they're dang good in their own right. It is my belief, and if you watch my shows on Wednesday and Thursday here on Inside Texas, I continue to say that I thought Texas and UCLA were clear-cut the best two teams. Again, you know, hey, maybe shouldn't say clear cut because South Carolina obviously pretty talented. They've already beat Texas one time this year. But coming into this Final Four, you know, UCLA, UConn, and South Carolina had combined for 4 losses. Texas had accounted for 3 of those 4 losses. So, again, I think Texas and UCLA, whoever wins this game, I think they will eventually go on and beat Don Staley and beat South Carolina. But you know the Lady Gamecocks aren't going to make it easy, man. They fight, they scrap. Ask Gino what he thinks about Don Staley in South Carolina, man. That end of the third quarter rant was pretty wild, man. I'm saying, man, like he went at your girl. Everybody loves Coach Don. Coach Don's a G. Like he's not trying. That's not a person I'm trying to mess with right there. So, okay, now I guess we're just getting into the starting lineups here. We got the fire going. How are we feeling, y'all? Is this a game you're nervous about? Do we think Texas has you know, just to play their version of average basketball, and that's going to be enough for a win? What are we feeling? Y'all talk to me. Let me know how we're feeling in the comments. Obviously, Kiki Rice here being announced for UCLA. A lot of experience on this UCLA team. Gabriela Jacquez, wow, pardon me, shoots it at a high clip. We talked about Neepkins. We talked about Lauren Betts a little bit. There's Neepkins right there. She can shoot it, man. This is a good UCLA team. And so Texas, in my opinion, to move on to the national title game, see Don Staley in South Carolina, I think we're going to need to continue to have efforts from the bench. We're going to need those bench points. I'm talking to Leah Crump. I'm talking um, Jordan Lee coming in Justice Carlton, like the ladies who stepped up in the last couple of games for Texas. I think we need to continue to see that. Obviously, you hope Maddie Booker stays hot in the mid-range game and just overall in her decision-making. Rory Harmon, if she continues to shoot 45% from three, that's going to be a big, big weapon for Texas just because you can't give her all the space that Texas teams normally would give a Rory Harmon. I think Jordan Lee, she has a big game. I've said the last 3 days, she's scoring 20-plus points on this one. We're going to need a little bit outside of shooting, as always. We'll see. Texas has payback in mind for South Carolina, last year's Final Four, but first UCLA. That's a good point, man. Can always stay motivated. Obviously, it's a big motivation chip to use. Hey, we lost in the Final Four last year. Like, let's kick that door down. Well, you do kick that door down, hopefully, and you get to South Carolina, the team that's been a bugaboo, not just in the SEC play, but obviously, like Chris said, they eliminated Texas last year in the Final Four. Someone live. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. If you want to come on, just come on, Nash. Nash in here trolling me in the comments like he doesn't have my phone number right there next to him. Tough. Gino was a wuss. No, I definitely agree with you on that, Nash. That was not a good look, man. Dirty look. A lot of basketball to be played. Y'all lock in. Get ready to look at my ugly mug for the next 2 to 2.5 hours. I'm not sure if my son's going to make another cameo. He went through 2 flag football practices and 6 flags today. So brother, a little tired over there. I'm nervous. Here we go, ladies. Lock in. Texas in games where that we've lost this year. You talk about the losses to LSU, South Carolina, games where Texas really struggled in the first quarter. Even games where teams play with Texas maybe a little longer than they should, like Kentucky at home comes to mind. We've given up some points in the first quarter. Maybe it takes our defense a moment to settle in. Maybe we're waiting to see how the game is going to be called. But yeah. Man, Gino Don. Here we go. Texas on defense. I missed a tip because ESPN ran an ad in my ear. Texas is always good physical on-ball defense. Neepkins with the ball here on the right wing for the Bruins. Gets a high ball screen from Betts. Pulls up from about 15 foot. Won't get the roll. Texas with the rebound there. That's Miss Cunningham. Maddie Booker up the left side of the floor across mid-court. Left wing. Dribble penetration to the free throw line. Pull up Jave 17 feet. Banger. That's the start we need. That hot Maddie Booker, who has just been in fuego as of late. Man, she looks good, and just a lot of confidence. Obviously, the step back dribble between the legs, immediate pull up, no hesitation at all, in rhythm. Looks really, really good. 2-0 Texas. Three-point look for UCLA. That's a little bit deep. Defensive board for the Horns. Maddie Booker. She'll push the floor a little bit. You got Rory Harmon on the left wing, kind of ISO'd. She's on the entry pass. Cunningham. No, sorry, that's Carlton. There you go. And she, quick turnover. Can't have the turnovers. It's one thing we can't afford to have. We've seen it be a bugaboo with Texas at times. Sorry, I'm trying to get the game cast up for us so you don't have to look just directly at me while this is all going on. Give me one moment. And there's UCLA takes advantage of a putback opportunity, or second chance opportunity rather, and puts one back in to tie this game up. All right, let's get this on here with me. There we go. All right, 2-2. Just over 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Got to rebound the basketball, man. You don't rebound the basketball, bad things going to happen to you both ends of the floor. And also, you got to protect the basketball. Turnover led to that possession for UCLA. Here comes Maddie Booker, top of the key. She came off the dribble handoff from Carlton. Jordan Lee pull up, kind of a little bit out of control, but she had to get rid of it due to the shot clock. She misses. UCLA board. Kiki Rice, top of the key for the Bruins. And that's the first bucket for Miss Lauren Betts. That's a 4-2 Bruin Lee. She's averaging 24 a game through this tournament. 70% field goal percentage is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how many times are you going to see somebody putting the ball in at a 70% clip through 4 games? Rory Harmon, top of the key. Carlton now with it at the high post. A little bit of dribble penetrations. Defended nicely. Back outside, Jordan Lee, top of the key, behind the back dribble. She's on the right wing. Late in the shot clock. We don't really love to see that. Jordan Lee, though, oh, it did everything but go down. She really can't buy a basket here in the last game, and now a few minutes into this one. She was 2 for 17 with 4 points against Michigan in the Elite Eight win. Again, she's going to bounce back, though. I like Texas going to her earlier, being a little bit aggressive. Neepkins 3, bang, 7-2 UCLA. Neepkins, again, she's a 42.9% three-point shooter. And again, something you hadn't seen out of Texas in a while. We just talked about it as this one was going, and our losses, we've struggled in first quarters a little bit. Again, Jordan Lee got a good look on the last offensive possession. That ball did everything but go down. Rory Harmon, she'll knock that one down from about 15 feet. Nice little set from Vic Schaefer to run her off a couple of ball screens, get her a nice open look early in the shot clock. Not having to dribble, stand around as much, and have one lady go ISO late in the shot clock the way that we did on the last couple of possessions. Going to be a big benefit for Texas. Another offensive board for UCLA. Kick out left wing, drives, bounces off her face and out of bounds. And the ball is turned over there by Walker. Yeah, Neefkins, man, that's a pure stroke right there. We don't want to let her shoot the basketball anymore. Run her off the 3-point line, please. She has got, yeah, that's a pure form. All right, anyways, Rory Harmon being somewhat picked up. That's I think it's just trying to really kind of slow Texas down. They're not really picking her up here until we get to the top of the key. Ball entered into the high post. Dribble handoff to Madison Booker. Booker gets down to the block, turnaround fadeaway jump shot. That's deep. And no offensive rebound there for Texas. Again, something we kind of talked about within the Michigan game. They didn't really have the size. Texas crushed them on the offensive boards. A little bit bigger team here for UCLA. Lauren Betts alone, big body inside, and you see her finish again. She is 2 for 2. UCLA 9-4 lead here, almost to the midway point of the first quarter. We allowed her to get a little bit too deep right there. In the post. I mean, we got to really make her work. That looks like we could have had some kind of contact. No, instead of UCLA running in transition, they don't really have the numbers. Now they pull it back out a little bit. Okay. Kiki Rice with it. It's a 9-4 UCLA lead. Texas, I won't say nervous, maybe just looking a little bit uncomfortable here early on. But defensively, I mean, you got to give credit to UCLA. They've knocked down a bunch of shots and done a good job there, but they do get a miss on the 15-footer, and Madison Booker pulls away the board. She's got a couple already. Top of the key, she decides to shoot a 3-ball. Nope, rattles out, and UCLA wastes no time. They know that you don't want to sit there and let that Texas defense get set up. Luckily, they throw it up and over the heads of Lauren Betts. That's another Bruin turnover. Hey, with her under 5 timeout, just got to settle in. You start making some shots, maybe a little bit better. I mean, you can't really knock that defense. Like, what are you going to do? She's 6'7". Cunningham's doing a pretty good job right there. Make her as uncomfortable as you can, but she's going to have her types of, she's going to get her points. She's going to get her buckets. Where you really, in my opinion, you got to limit this UCLA team is you got to be able to limit the Neepkins, the Rices. You got these role players who can go in there and, they've got, I want to say 4 girls that average double figures. Pick a couple of those girls, really try to bother them, take them out of their game. We'll see. Long time to go. Not trying to panic. It's only 9-4. Long way to go. But shit does feel appropriate in this very moment. Update me on baseball. Talk to me, Nash. How are we sitting there? What's going on? I need to know how we're doing versus the Gamecocks. Obviously, the bad loss last night for Texas, opening that series in Columbia. But again, you got some good baseball being played all over the SEC. Yeah, like the video. Throw a like on it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun to do this. We've got the Purdue game went well. The Sweet 16 game, even though we lost, it went well. They said we could do this for basketball, baseball, football. So let's get in here and rock it up. My man Tet, I'd love to see that name pop up on the screen. Appreciate you watching, Tet. Thank you for being in here. Nash, if you want in, brother, just ask for the link. I can't. Let's see. You might have asked me for it. Oh man, first commercial. We're not going to go to an ad. We'll wait for a little bit on that. But remember, man, run over to old Instagram. like that Academy Sports and Outdoors tailgate giveaway. I mean, you got the whole dang setup, guys. You're getting the Yeti coolers, the Blackstone grill, and it's announced next weekend after the Texas and Texas A&M baseball series concludes. Um, Dude, like get in there on that. Like all you got to do, like the post, tag a friend, make sure obviously you're following Inside Texas. Like that, that's a great deal. That's a great deal right there. Appreciate our guys at Academy. That's an incredible giveaway from the boys. So, all right, Nash, give me a moment, man. I'll get that to you. I'm pretty superstitious, Nash. So if you come in here and we go up, we get up 20, you might have to do every basketball stream that I ever do down the line. Old Gino, man. I can't believe old buddy acted like that. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. All right, guys. Anybody else panicking? Internally, I kind of want to vomit a little bit, but they're going to be okay. We'll settle it. Nobody. We'll be calm. Nobody panic. There you go. I mean, this is a UCLA team. Like, I mean, you're talking about six seniors or top six leading scorers. Like, 10,000 combined points, 836 combined games. That's who Texas is up against tonight. These are ladies who played a lot of basketball. Teams, two teams that have played against each other once this year, going to be a little bit familiar with one another. And you mean UCLA is going to be, they're fighting for their actual lives. Like these ladies aren't playing college basketball ever again. Like this is huge battle. Two Titans. Again, I think these are the best two teams in college ball. Winner of this is winning the Natty. Here we go. Cunningham off to Maddie Booker, top of the key. She'll give it to Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee, dribble penetration, spin, pull up, no good. A little flat there. I think it looked like Cunningham was really trying to get a tie up there. UCLA's head coach begging for a foul call. Neither things happened, and it's Bruins possession. Still 9-4. Too easy of an entry pass, in my opinion. Lauren Betts, oh, wow. She missed one, but we gave her the putback. Oh, she missed another. Thank goodness. Wow. She missed a couple bunnies. Cunningham with a hard spill to the ground, getting up a little bit slow. And she comes back in the fold now. Harmon waves off the high ball screen from Cunningham. Cunningham just couldn't get the putback to go there. Sorry, I got caught watching for a minute. I forget where I'm at. All right, guys. We've struggling a little bit offensively. I mean, defense, I think UCLA has gone about 2 minutes now, maybe without a field goal or without scoring at all. It seems like the officials are going to let them play, and I think that probably benefits Texas. But this is a long team, and you got to think the UCLA, as far as defense goes, Texas guards, drive penetration doesn't look the same this week just because, or this game in particular, because, you know, they're going to funnel everything to their 6'7" girl. So then you're worried about having to shoot over her, finish over her as a scorer. And so we'll see how Texas adjusts. And, if you start knocking down some shots, that'll go a long ways. But again, we're okay with the start here. Just protect the basketball, rebound the basketball, and we'll be in a good spot. Nice. 12-4. All right, ladies, we're okay. Long way to go. Long way to go here. Harmon off to Booker. I mean, they're doing a good job on Jordan Lee. Really good job. Neefkin's foot speed is a little bit better than I anticipated. Maddie Booker, baseline three. That was a little bit rushed. We're looking, it's not looking good here, Nash. We look, looking a little bit rattled at the very moment. Backdoor cut. They could have called an and one. Luckily, we got away with that there. Maybe a little bit of a bump on the finish. 14-4 UCLA. Long way to go. Timeout, Vic Schaefer, Texas. Hey, UCLA is really good, Nash.
Yeah.
They're good, and they're playing well. I mean, it's a long basketball game, but offensively, Texas is struggling to get looks. I mean, really, just really struggling to get decent looks whatsoever. You saw Maddie Booker kind of force that 3-ball attempt right there, and I think that kind of just sums up how it's gone early on. Just because it felt forced, like it felt like, hey, we don't know if we can get better, so we're gonna take this here. Gonna have to work a little bit smarter, a little bit harder on the offensive end. And Nash, I hate to do this to you right after you pop on, but we're gonna go to Mr. David McClellan right quick, and we'll be back in a moment, my friends.
Big financial decisions don't have to feel overwhelming. There's someone who can guide you every step of the way. David McClellan is a fiduciary financial advisor with Forum Financial, and he's working closely with his clients as a true financial life coach, guiding every aspect of your financial journey with expertise and care. If his name sounds familiar, that's because David was a swimmer at Texas and a member of several national championship teams. Today, he channels that same championship mindset into helping people win with their finances. David specializes in financial planning, and he's contributed numerous articles to Keipelinger on the topic of retirement tax bombs. And right now, David is offering viewers a free intro consultation to assess your financial situation. Do not miss this chance to get personalized guidance from a trusted expert. To schedule your free consult, email David at dmcclellan@forumfinancial.com, or you can call him directly at 312-933-8823. The contact info is in the description.
All right,
Doza Dingers
guys.
back.
What's
Doza
that?
Dingers are back.
Doza Dingers are back. Love to hear it, man. Is that top of the ninth?
It's top of the ninth. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
That's much needed insurance right there.
Needed it, man. Again, Luke Harrison looked so good early on in that game. It's like, man, we gotta pick this guy up, find a way to win this game. Oh man! But now we need some basketball buckets. We need to put the ball in the hoop, close this deficit out. This is the one thing that I feared as far as, hey, like we're gonna be in a game until the very end of it at worst. Unless we get off to a really bad start, we get rocked a little bit. All of a sudden, we're just get out of character. We don't play Texas basketball. But again, man, I'm not trying to panic. It's just a long way to go. I think it's fine to acknowledge that this is far from what we wanted to start off with here.
I think at least it's happening early on, because if it's like versus LSU, some of the games that we've lost, in the games that we've lost, you've seen this like kind of happen a little bit later in the game. And we've seen the team press, and it feels like they can go back to just doing what they normally do and chip back and get. I mean, it's a 10-point lead, right?
Yeah, it's a 10-point. I mean, ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I mean, you could 3 or 4 buckets. You know what I mean? Like it can
just
happen
defense.
fast.
Just play some good defense.
And that's the thing that Vic Schaefer is going to be telling them down there on the other end. He's going to sit there and tell them, hey, like you're not rebounding, you're not playing. You're giving them a little too easy opportunities on offense. Maybe making it a little bit too easy to get the ball down inside to Lauren Betts. Maybe a couple of these 3-pointers, he would like them to be contested a little bit more. And that is one of the worst turnovers of the season. Yikes. Everybody calm down. Everybody, I mean, we just look rattled right there. That is such a simple play. Again, it's going to be okay. Ashton Judd bounces it off of Maddie Booker's shin. The UCLA press causes a turnover, and now UCLA will inbound under the Texas basket here. And they give it out to Betts. Betts to Rice here on the left wing. She gets a ball screen from Betts. It looks like we're going to get a foul called here. And they're going to give it on Miss Cunningham there. That's going to be her first, I believe. We've only picked up a couple of fouls here. I think Judd had the other one. Nobody for UCLA has picked up a foul yet. They're shooting 50% from deep, 46% from the floor. Texas shooting 22% from the floor and 0% from deep. That alone tells you the name of this game. And so again, I think we're going to have to get, is Kyla Oldacre, is it her? Is she going to come in and have another big effort? Because she is now just getting on the game for the first time for Texas here. Nice little set from UCLA, and they have turned it over, though, off a bad entry pass right there. And UCLA it looks like, it's just a simple man press, Like, I think they want to get Texas into the shot clock a little bit. Yeah, they just trying to slow Texas down a little bit. Not a true press. But anyways, here's Harmon. Now at the top of the key, giving it off to Kyla. Kyla to Maddie Booker. Now out in the block. Oh, there's Kylie. Good pump fake. Gets inside. Easy finish. That's what we're talking about right there, baby. Texas hoops. Get the ball to the basket and finish. Be physical. Be aggressive. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, and another dinger for Texas. Back-to-back dingers. Tenney hit another home run. So,
Man,
5-2 lead.
5-2 lead. I should be so much more excited for that than I am. That's great news for Texas. 5-2 lead. 3 outs away from having a chance to win that series tomorrow in Columbia against the Gamecocks, who had been struggling, Yeah, I mean, same here, Robert. Really not expecting this type of start. But again, I mean, these are bright lights right now. Maybe it takes a little bit to settle in, baby. Long way to go here. Harmon to Booker to Crump to Judd. Still on the left wing now. It's Maddie Booker. Judd here at the top of the key. A dribble drive. Gets inside, blocked from behind. And then she stood over. It might have been, is that Dugalic? Is that how you say that? She stood over. She actually kind of stalked Judd a little bit. And then, yeah, you could quite clearly say she telling her to return package to sender, and maybe not as quite as friendly of a manner as that. Yeah, good block. But man, I'm just like, you don't see a lot of times college kids are getting called for that. Again, I don't really care. I'm all about it. Kyla Oldacre's got to finish that. A great entry set, a great set for Texas. Easy entry pass to Kyla Oldacre on the block, wide open layup. We couldn't get it to go, but for now, it's Texas ball here, inbounding under the UCLA basket. Man, we got to finish those. Could have been a quick 4-0 run. Get back into the second quarter. Okay. Rory Harmon out to Crump to Maddie Booker here, just near the logo at midcourt. We got 12 on the shot clock, dribble drive. Couldn't finish over Betts. Looks like she kind of a little bit of contact, but I don't know if it bothered her. It didn't look like there was enough for a foul. But now UCLA has got it with 30 seconds left on the clock, 20 left on the shot clock. And you've got Kiki Rice out here near the logo now to the right wing. Dribble handoff to Betts, then back to Kiki Rice. Got a loose ball. Maddie. Oh, they're scrapping. Sorry, guys. Loose ball finally pulled in by Leah Crump. And here comes.
You got to get those.
At midcourt. Yeah, you got to have those, man. You got to win some of those battles. 10 seconds left. Rory Harmon dribbling around the logo. You got 5 seconds left. We're way too late in the clock. Oh, but we do get a foul call. This is the first foul call against UCLA here tonight. And again, I'm not sitting here complaining. I like that it's a physical game and they're letting the ladies play. I do think that probably benefits Texas a little bit. You've seen the UCLA coach pretty much like this since the game started, and that's not me dogging her. That's just me making a point. But all right, 3.8. Booker, baseline, no good. We'll go to the second quarter, 14-6. Texas did not give up a point over the last 2:09, I believe, of that quarter. Maybe a little bit more there, but defense settled in a little bit. We got some better looks offensively, Nash. We just didn't really cash them in, my man.
I mean, Booker's just a little bit long on these shots that she's making. Like they're all off the back. Like they're on target, but they're just off the back rim.
Yeah, and she'll come. I mean, again, she started this game with that pull-up jumper or that step back pull-up jumper. Like she's going to be all right. I think she'll settle in, make a couple shots. I think again, everybody's just again, if you've got a little bit too much adrenaline, Nash, you're going to miss more long than you are short. If that makes sense. So hey, we'll settle in. We'll calm down a little bit. It'll be okay, guys. We'll hear from, let's go, Lux Kitchen and Bath real quick, guys. Stay with us. We're coming right back for some second quarter, Final Four action, Texas, UCLA.
Are you ready to love your kitchen and bathroom again? Lux Kitchen and Bath will bring that to life. Lux has been offering high-end kitchen and bathroom remodels for 3 generations throughout the greater Austin area. With 5-star review after 5-star review on Google and Facebook and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can put your faith in Lux Kitchen and Bath's award-winning designers and skilled craftspeople to bring your dream vision to life. But that's not all. Lux's all-star team also provides full home remodels, large additions, and even commercial build-outs as well. So call Lux Kitchen and Bath at 833-358-LUX today, or visit luxkitchenbath.com to discover where quality meets luxury and begin the process of transforming your home. Get your free quote today by calling 833-358-LUXE. That's LUXE. Or by visiting luxekitchenbath.com. Contact info is in the description.
All right, Nash. Are we still hitting?
We got a base runner on first base. There's 2 outs in the ninth, top of the ninth. Got Borb
right.
up at bat. So
Borba gang. Here we go, baby. Poppy, we're not doing this. No, sir. You're my guy, but this is crazy talk. Vic Schaefer.
There will be no Vic Schaefer disrespect in here.
That's crazy talk, brother. Please talk to me about where Texas basketball was before Vic Schaefer. Again, it was a team that made some runs on occasion, but the consistency, the level he has them playing at, the recruiting classes he's brought in and are bringing in the future, pretty dang good elite. Again, you're my guy, but we just had to no slander. Now, trust me, if he did something that I deserved to be talked about, we'll talk about it for sure. My Poppy's my guy, man. You got me going there, dude. I was like, oh, Poppy's he's giving up on Vic off of this, my guy. That was well played. Renovation is hard as hell. It took you renovating our entire first floor ourselves. Yeah. Oh man, that's the thing, man. A couple of quick threes, maybe get us in it. Let's hear from Vic Schaefer here. See what he has to say to Miss Holly Rowe. Forced jump shots. Okay, definitely a thing. Taking a couple of those. Not attacking the rim. What happened when we did attack the rim? We were able to drive, dribble, penetrate, dish to Kyla. Okay. Dribble, penetrate. You got to beat people off the dribble. Okay. You dribble, penetrate. Eventually, they start giving you a little bit more space, and maybe you're able to hit some of the pull-up jumpers. They know Jordan Lee wants to take some pull-up jumpers, so they're defending that. She needs to be aggressive getting to the rim. Maddie Booker needs to be aggressive getting to the rim. They would rather Maddie probably attack the rim than be able to get to 15 to 18 feet and pull up. Yeah, that's just absolutely crazy from Gino.
It was. I mean, at this level, dude, you gotta swallow some pride, at least, or something. You know, you gotta know that there's cameras on you at all times, especially at the end of a game. I mean, if I'm somebody that's negative recruiting against him, that's something I'm pulling up.
Oh, absolutely.
Saying you want to go play for a kid like that.
All right, guys, second quarter underway. UCLA basketball. Man-to-man defense, per usual, from your Lady Longhorns.
You know what, though? Since we did last talk about that 10-point lead, it's an 8-point lead. It could be worse.
Uh-oh. Still an 8-point lead, and Rory Harmon got an offensive rebound off a missed three ball from UCLA. Here comes Texas. Rory with it on the right wing. She's got about a 15, 16-footer, knocks it down. 6-point lead, Nash. What'd you say? Said 8? Well, now it's 6, buddy. Maybe we can trade off doing this back and forth. Rory's 2 for 2. She's got 4 points. Full court man pressure from Texas, it looks like. They're really, really over defending that inbound pass. They get a steal. Kyla Oldacre's got it. Oh, we don't get a foul call because we got to be a little more aggressive there, I think. Just kind of try to avoid the contact a little too much. Kylie couldn't finish around the rim. That's tough, man. You got 3-on-2. Again, we've had a couple missed opportunities here, but it's still, we're cutting into the lead over the last 4 minutes of game time. All right, Texas man defense kind of bothering UCLA just a little bit here.
Well, and also getting some opportunities that really are unconventional.
Oh, no call? No call? Huh, was it Ledger Walker?
Yeah.
I don't know if she got her with an elbow, but definitely with his shoulder. But there's Neepkins again inside there. She's a really good finisher. And that's back to an 8-point lead. They've got us doubled up 16-8. It's a low-scoring battle here. Maddie Booker, top of the screen, high screen. What'd you say now? She's missing everything a little bit long.
Just a little bit.
I mean, she's a little fired up. That's okay. Being aggressive on defense there when Kiki Rice was in possession. Neekins against 1 foot step back, Dirk Golden, a whiskey fadeaway, the one that he made so popular. Here comes Maddie across midcourt. She's inside the 3-point line now on the right, almost to the right block. Back outside, Aaliyah Crump, top of the key 3. And that one's deep. Kyla Oldacre. Oh, they're going to call it travel there.
I think that if there's one thing that you can take away for Texas that's good is that we're getting opportunities that we otherwise wouldn't, with steals. We
Yeah.
just got to capitalize off those opportunities. If we capitalize off the opportunities, we're in a big lead right now.
I mean, this is, I don't know. I don't think that Cali got fouled there. Just got to be more strong with the basketball there. Being strong with the basketball there. I don't think you end up walking. Again, it's going to be a physical game. You can definitely tell the rest are letting them play a little bit. I think both teams now have complained a little bit about lack of calls. I do think Carmen might have a gripe for that last possession and getting an offensive foul. There's a block and rebound for Texas. Here's Maddie Booker. Left-hand finish around the rim. Can't get that to go. Maddie can't buy a bucket at the moment, guys. And we're going to need her to put the ball in the hole. She's 1 for 8. We need Maddie B to come on. There's what I thought was a travel, no call at all. Now we have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Texas, so we'll get it back. And again, this is college basketball. You're not going to have perfect officiating, especially on the women's side. It's always a mess. These guys, good luck calling this game because it's physical. These girls are fast, they're big, they're flying around, and they're not afraid to put their hands in the mix and dare you to make a call. So I don't envy the officials here that are calling this game. But yeah, Maddie hasn't made a shot since that first step back 3 she made there. They're about 18 feet at the top of the key. After she had that very pretty between the legs step back.
I do like that they're letting them play. They're not going to let this game be decided by officiating. But at the same time, you could argue maybe it does get decided eventually by a lack of officiating.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. There's at some point, you have to step in and make sure basketball is still being played. A nice little entry pass from UCLA. Texas knocks it out. Kyle Oldacre knocks it out of bounds. And we'll see if they're going to – I think Roy wants Texas to challenge right there. And it appears Texas will challenge to see if this ball was out of bounds off of Texas or not. So we will find out shortly if this is going back Texas's way. And, look, that last possession looked like Maddie Booker just a little bit forced on the left wing 3-point attempt that was, again, missed long. Something that's been an issue now. She's dropped a 1 of 9 from the floor with just her 2 points. That ball is going back to Texas's way. Kyla Oldacre definitely touched it, but so did Miss Betts. So you'll see and the two ladies are good friends.
Thursday.
Which is a cool story. Thursday? What happened?
I was saying it's clear as day. I mean, this
clear as day. No, yeah, definitely clear as day. I'm so sorry. I thought you were saying it's Thursday. I was like, man, it could be. I honestly don't. Once I get to spring break, man, I'm pretty much gone as far as knowing the days of the week until I get to about next August and we get back to school time.
Also, you got you got volleyball, football, baseball.
We
probably
practice
going on.
We practiced flag football for 3.5 hours today. I mean, it's just 2 teams, but it was a mess. But it sprinkled some. The boys loved it. They went crazy. Thought it was a blast. Yeah, we caught you, Nash. You said Thursday. Busted, brother. Busted. Yeah, jacket's off. Jacket's off early for Vic. So, yeah, Texas, Vic Schaefer, a lot of work to be done here on the offensive end. Defense has settled in a little bit. You've only given up 2 points to UCLA over the last about 5 minutes and 30 seconds of game time. Unfortunately for Texas on the offensive end, you've only scored 4 points in that same amount of time. So you're going to have to pick it up a little bit, play a little bit better defense. Play a little bit better on the offensive end. Really, it's just about finishing, man. I mean, we're taking shots that we've made through the first 4 games of this tournament, including also in the SEC tournament championship game against South Carolina. Everything we put up went in. That's not happening right now for Texas. Nothing is going in. But I guess when you look at these shooting percentages, all of a sudden you got to be like, okay, Maddie Booker 1 of 9, Jordan Lee 0 for 3, Bria Cunningham 0 for 1, Kyla Oldacre 1 for 3, Crump 1 for 3, Judd 0 for 1. Thank gosh for Rory Harmon, 2 for 2. That's half our team's made field goals. So shooting 20% from the floor, 20%. 20%. That's not one player. That's a team. 20%. Field or 3-point percentage is 0. So no free throw attempts. That is a
All from Booker.
mess offensively. And we're almost halfway through the second
No,
quarter.
not.
You could be getting beat by 30 right now. So yeah, it definitely could be worse for Texas right now. I think you take the 8-point deficit and you just keep, obviously you have to, you just go back to work, man, because they're doing a little bit better job of finding, well, I don't know. We came down and forced a 3 the last possession we had before. I don't know if that was 2 possessions ago. Anyways, we're doing a good job of getting the ball inside, it seems like, in most of these last possessions. But even then, we still had a forced 3-pointer by Maddie Booker at the left wing. Just really didn't need it. A shot you could probably get with her abilities at any time in the shot clock. So, hey, there's our appeal guys. They do a Johnny on the spot job, telling Vic Schaefer when and when not to appeal for calls. They're behind the Texas bench with the iPads, bro. Locked in. Connor Hicks in there, coordinator, video analytics, 10 for 11 on
unfortunately,
appeals.
South Carolina, 1-run shot, but still got a 2-run lead.
Yeah,
2 outs in the bottom ninth.
Yeah, we're good.
Just get this last out.
Hey, you're just one good pitch away from winning that baseball game and evening that series up. Getting to 8-3 in conference play. Vic and Blair Schaefer on the sidelines here for Texas. All right, here we go. Again, UCLA appears to be picking up full court man. They're not really running a man press. Seems they just want to slow Texas down, get us out of our sets a little bit. I talked about last night about how Texas have done such a good job about playing a little bit faster, a little bit more open on offense, getting into the flow of things. Oh, what a pass. Rory Harmon. Very beautiful set from Vic Schaefer. Drawing up a bunny of a set. You look like Rory Harmon was coming off, the left high post or the high post for about a 17, 18 footer. And then she just dumps it down to Kyla Oldacre diving to the basket. Really nice pick by Kyla and then crash to the basket. Now we got a turnover. Give me that. Rory Harmon. Here she comes. We got 3-on-3. Harmon stops. Kyla Oldacre the free throw line. Now to Harmon at the free throw line. Buries it at the free throw line. It's a 4-point game, 16-12. Texas settling in. Rory 6 for 6, 3 for 3 from the floor. And this is a moment where you have a Madison Booker who is our scorer. If we need a bucket and we can pick one girl, that's a girl we're picking to have the ball in our hands most times. She's not scoring. So how does she have an effect on this game without putting the ball in the basket? Defense, rebounding, passing the basketball. We'll see how Madison Booker gets involved. A nice finish on the other end from UCLA makes it an 18-12 game. Ah, man. It's okay. Long way to go here. Harmon, 6 points. The rest of the team, 6 points. Here we go. Harmon's got it ISO'd on the left wing, but here comes Kyla. Sets the screen to her right, then back to her left. Tried to go right back to Kyla on the dive. Back out to that's Booker on the right wing. She dribble penetrates. She's 1 step fade away. That's going to be short. But, hey, there's Judd on the rebound. Let's calm down here. Oh, they're top of the 3. Crump. Bang! Needed that. And that's my girl. 23. Anytime you got a 23
a lot of good things happening right now. Texas baseball just secured that win.
There we go. Congrats to Coach Sloss and the boys.
4-1 after a loss this year.
There we go. Love to see it. And there you go. I was going to say, anybody that puts on a 23, you've got to rock it a little bit differently. That's to me. I look at the 23s on the basketball court like that. That's the mindset I wanted to have. I did something about the number. Leah Crump, she's a shooter. Came in and knocked down a first really, or no, I think that might have been her second attempt, but nothing but net on that one. Beautiful stroke. Maddie Booker. Nah, just a little bit long. Nash, what do we got to do to get Maddie Booker going?
Give me a base. Take it off. Just take it a little bit off.
Give me a baseball superstition. Oh, you can't float that pass against the Texas defense. But yeah, give me a baseball superstition for me in basketball. So I was like, I was a sophomore and I played on a team that was really, really talented. And they had basically, only reason I started was like, they were like, hey, we'd love for you to come in here and knock down 3 or 4 threes a game. Handle the basketball pass a little bit, but like really we just want you to shoot the ball for us. We can do everything else. All right, cool. Golly, I thought we were gonna curious how Texas is now defending this. Just absolutely to me it looks like the pace of our defense has picked up. The energy, like there's a little bit more purpose the way Texas is defending. And sorry, I'll get back to my old Glory Day stories later. Rory Harmon a little bit long off the back rim. Kiki Rice pulls down the the defensive rebound for the Bruins. She's picked up by Maddie Booker.
I mean, like this game, if Texas just takes advantage of the opportunities, we're blowing this out right now.
Another easy little bucket off a peel for UCLA there. Little peel action. Jaquez gets inside the paint. She's second team All Big Ten. You can see there on the banner on your screen here on ESPN. 21-15. Yes, Michelle, sorry. Nash did say Texas baseball won 5-3 final over South Carolina. Kyla Oldecker inside, just throws it up a little bit. Texas can't get a board. Here comes UCLA and Kiki Rice again. Left wing. There's Lager Walker. They ran her off the three-point line. She stepped back, tried a three again, missed a short. Rory Harmon rebound. 2015 game, 2:50 left in the half. Harmon's got it. Oh, lightning quick dribble, a little bit long off the glass. Love the idea. Beautiful move. Just again, Texas a little bit of amped up shooting here early on. We can't buy a bucket. Oh, Rory Harmon takes it away from Jaquez.
The Steel Queen.
The Steel Queen. And then the layup wasn't as easy as it should have been. But Rory gets her 8th point, her second steal of the night. It's a 2017 game. Texas as close as they've been in a little while.
Man, have I ever looked like an ass. Because the very first game that I watched, I guess Rory just didn't – it was like her one off game on defense. And I made a comment about her, not looking good defensively. And
hey, man, defending is all will, heart, and effort. And even
like El Burrow.
Even the best defenders aren't perfect at all times. Hey, too long on the rebound for a layup by Kiki Rice. Maddie Booker. Yeah, Maddie Booker rebound drives. We get a blocking foul. That's only the second foul on UCLA, I believe, called tonight. And that foul is going to be on a number 11, Gabriela Jaquez. Kiki Rice, yeah, she got it sent back to sender by Kyla Oldecker. There you see the Texas steal from Rory Harmon. Now, listen, this is a Texas team that's physical. Now they're gonna put hands on you, they're gonna put bodies on you, they're gonna lean on you. And a lot of teams think like, hey, we're built for it. Hey, we're ready for that. We can handle that. We can prepare for that. You don't know what that's like until you see it. You don't know what the defense of a Vic Schaefer and a Texas team, Vic Schaefer and his Mississippi State teams, Don Staley and their South Carolina teams, that physicality that they play with. And there Texas picks up an offensive foul. I want to say that's going to be called on Bria Cunningham. And now it's tough because they had a chance to tie this basketball game up. It looked like Aaliyah Crump was going to be peeling there for a wide open three on the baseline. But you don't know what that's like till you get out there. And again, at times it can wear you down throughout the course of the game. So we'll see how UCLA handles it, because it does appear that officials are going to let these ladies play. Now Neepkin's there, left wing, wide open three. That's no good. Looks like you could have caught a little bit of a push there on UCLA to big what number is that? 15? No call. But anyways, Texas, here she comes. Maddie Booker, pull up. No good. Too long. Maddie, we're going to just be honest here, a bit of a mess right now on the offensive end, and she picks up a frustration foul on the other end of the floor, trying to swipe from behind. She needs, it might just take a breath and see one shot go down. Now, she made her first shot of the game, and it was perfect, and she looked really comfortable doing it, but she just shots aren't even close right now. I mean, she'd be the first one to tell you that. That's not me dogging her. She's just nowhere close right now. Need her to settle in. She's going to have to score the basketball a little bit for Texas to win this one. Kiki Rice with it for UCLA, top of the key. He gives it to Neepkin. She drives. She dishes. Lauren Betts. Another mystery from UCLA. We're going to be a rebound from Texas. Justice Carlton can't get a foul call, but Texas stays in possession. Hey, they're letting them play, so I don't blame these teams for grabbing at arms and legs. I mean, it's just about everything. If they're not calling it, I mean, hey, it's basically turning into –
as long as it's both sides.
Exactly,
that's really
yeah.
What I care about.
That's the thing, yeah. You just – like you said, though, at some point you do have to make sure basketball is still being played. And we're not being overly critical. We're just saying, like, oh, wow, Brianna Preston getting inside just can't get it to go. I mean, like, we're missing –
it's like a lid's on that thing.
Missing shots that are honestly a little bit shocking. I mean, she's wide open from
Well, she had time to sit there and look at it too.
Yeah, maybe too wide open in that sense. Yeah, she was 8 to 10 feet there, just wide open. Brianna Preston couldn't knock it down. Here comes Kiki Rice trying to drive on Preston. Slips her, gets inside the paint. They're going to call a hook on her. Good call. Kiki Rice called for the hook. We're going the other way. Good job by Brianna Preston. You got 12.7 left in the half, and Texas has it down 3. There's the hook right there, right around Preston's back, and that gives her the step or two advantage. But nope, can't do that. It'll be going the other way. Here we go. Need a productive possession right here for the Horns. Here comes Preston here. Dribble drive, kick out, Leah Crump. Quick trigger 3, no good. And that will take us to the half. 2017 Nash. Texas trails UCLA. Now considering it was once 14-4. Texas has outscored UCLA 13-6 since that time. And hey, I mean, defensively in that second quarter, you gave up 6 points. I feel pretty good. There's a long dang way to go in this basketball game. They're going to let them scrap it out, though. So, hey, man, we're really going to have to finish. You got Lauren Betts here talking at the half. Man, this has been a. Hey, I really appreciate it, Michelle. Thanks so much. It's been a battle. It really, really has.
I'll be right back. I gotta let this dog out. She's
Oh, you're
going
good,
nuts.
man. Oh, Rodney, it is brutal to watch, man. We just can't put the ball in the bucket, brother. It's the name of the game. You want to score the basketball. Now, luckily for Texas, is the other team can't, you're playing really good defense, and they're not able to score the basketball very much themselves. So you can see the physicality right there just on the replays that ESPN are showing. Not any of these were called fouls. And, again, I'm not making it about the foul calls. I'm just showing you what type of game is being played out there. They're letting it go at it, man. They're scrapping. They're being physical. Again, in the long run, I think that could benefit Texas. Time will tell, but I hope you guys are enjoying the watch-along party here on Inside Texas. Please don't forget Academy Sports and Outdoors giving away a free tailgate experience, basically. Free Blackstone Grill, free Yeti cooler, free chairs. You're getting the whole works, the whole tailgate setup. And all you got to do is hop on over to Instagram. Inside Texas has a post about it. Go like the post. Go tag a friend. Make sure you're following Inside Texas. And you are eligible to win that prize. When is that prize announced? It'll be announced after the Texas and Texas A&M baseball series this coming weekend. Obviously not this weekend we're in right now because it's Good Friday. This weekend has started, baby. We're on Easter mode. Next weekend series at Bluebell Olson Field in College Station or whatever the heck they call it. After that series is complete, we'll drop the winner. You'll know who's getting the free tailgate hookup from Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shout out to those guys for the major hookup here. Great defense. Let's warm up with threes. Hey, defense turned it up. Now let's get it going on the offensive end. Better shot selection. Let's stop forcing stuff. We forced a little bit too much, primarily Maddie B. She'll come around. We're going to be okay. Robert, my man, I really do appreciate the compliment on the commentary. It is going to be nuts in College Station. Any of you guys making the trip to College Station? I definitely plan to be there for Friday and Saturday's games. I don't know. I'd like to go for a little bit Sunday if possible. I got flag football practice, got priorities, man. Got to get these boys in order. Season starting next Sunday. So, but no, I'll be in College Station for a little bit Friday and Saturday. Nash, you going to make the drive over to College Station?
I'm going to try to. I just got to see if I might take my dad over to my sister's. We'll see. Because I mean, my sister lived in College Station, or Bryan. I don't got to pay for a hotel or anything like that. So that's the one positive of having an Aggie sister. But yeah, no, I mean that series is going to be absolutely nuts. I had a buddy joking to me. He was saying I might be the second most hated person in College Station behind Jim Saucegel if I go. Which could be true.
Yeah, honestly, it could be true, man.
I'm not that well liked.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm listening to Gino's interview.
I didn't even hear the interview. What do you say? Sound like a baby?
no accountability in the moment. Again, he said he stood there and waited for 3 minutes. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh man, we're okay though. I mean, I'm just worried about Texas at this point. I'm not. I don't. Don Staley, we know who she is. We know who Gino is. I just want to get there. I want them to still be playing. Ladies got some work to do, but hey, it's the fact that it's only a 3-point game, man. Like that's pretty incredible. When you talk about the shooting splits for Texas right now, my dear Lord, let's go back over them one more time. 25%. We're up 5%, Nash, and we're up 17% from deep. 17% from deep, 25% from the floor for Texas. Where can we improve? We need to rebound the basketball a little bit better. It'd be lovely to have some second chance opportunities. We've got 6. A lot of the we've got what's that? We have 2 of those. A lot of those came late. I think both of those came late. UCLA, they have 3 on their end. Again, 18 to 12 on the rebounding. UCLA shooting splits 38% from the floor, 25% from deep. And again, they're only 2 of 8. Texas 1 of 6. It might be who can knock down a couple of second half 3-pointers. You don't have anybody in foul troubles because they're not really calling fouls. You got one for Gabriela Jaquez. You got one for Charlie Slager Walker, one for Kiki Rice. Bria Cunningham does have 2. That could be something to keep an eye on for Texas. Madison Booker and Sidbury have the other 2 foul calls against Texas in that half, 1 each there, obviously. Turnover-wise, 5 turnovers for Texas, 12 for UCLA. And that is what, kind of kept Texas in this when UCLA had that big lead. And what helped Texas kind of get back in this game. UCLA's inability to protect the basketball. And like we talked about when this game was 14-4, Vic Schaefer's not over there just telling his team, hey, like, make shots. Like, bro, please just put the ball in the cup. He is telling his team, I promise you that good defense would lead to easy offense. And you started to see a little bit more of that and some better finishing around the rim for Texas. And they're back in the basketball game, Nash.
And better looks, too. I mean, I would say this. If you're looking at if you go to our box score, right, and you scroll up a little bit to the starters, if you're telling me we're down 3 points and Booker has 2 points, yeah, I have full faith in Booker to go out there and have a good second half especially after having, getting a nice, like they're talking in here, but this is like looking at her, stat sheet. She rarely has single digit games, and the game that she did have single digits, I actually was at that game versus Kentucky, and while she was in the single digits, it felt like she was responsible for over half the points because she was just doing such a good ball of finding the opportunity. So really, I think what it really is going to come down to is Booker, just whether it's getting good looks for herself or getting better looks for the team in general. Like I think you said it a couple times. I mean, she looks too amped up right now, out there on the court. And if we're down 3 points with this level, I would be concerned if we're down 3 points and we have 15 points from Booker or something like that. We're playing without our best player basically right now.
Yep.
Showing up. So, I mean, if and when our best player shows up in the second half, I have a lot of confidence.
If Madison Booker shows up and starts scoring the basketball, you start to think like, man, it's going to be tough. Now, here's the thing. UCLA is missing easy looks as well. So they'll probably perform offensively. I doubt we hold them to another 20-point clip. But like you're saying, Nash, I mean, and again, it's not just Maddie. It's like, man, like Rory's got half the team's points. We got to find a second scorer to Rory Harmon right now. Somebody's got to step up, and Kyla Oldacre came in, went 2 for 5 from the floor, missed two other opportunities that I feel like she converts more times than not. And so I think we probably do see more Kyla Oldacre in this game. I like her leaning on Lauren Betts. Kyla didn't pick up any fouls there, so that's a big thing, keeping her out of foul trouble. Man, Brianna Preston, maybe she's able to come in and, dribble drive, get to the rim a little bit. But no, I like Texas having Aaliyah Crump on the floor for spacing because she has such a quick trigger. That's just how she takes her field goal or, the field goal attempt. She's not a catch and hold and dust a basketball and then shoot. If she doesn't have to she can catch and just has such a quick trigger with it, snap release. So I think she's going to see a lot of time here in the second half. I'd like to see a little bit more of Jordan Lee. She only had 8 minutes there in that first half. But again, UCLA did a pretty good job in defense of her. So again, it's all about matchups. Who can help you in this one? Who can help you in the second half, in this third and fourth quarter, get you across this finish line, give you a chance to play for a national championship on Sunday. Not too much longer, Nash, but real quick, my man, well, let's go ahead and go back to our friend, Mr. David McClellan. We'll see y'all in 1 second, guys.
Big financial decisions don't have to feel overwhelming. There's someone who can guide you every step of the way. David McClellan is a fiduciary financial advisor with Forum Financial, and he's working closely with his clients as a true financial life coach, guiding every aspect of your financial journey with expertise and care. If his name sounds familiar, that's because David was a swimmer at Texas and a member of several national championship teams. Today, he channels that same championship mindset into helping people win with their finances. David specializes in financial planning, and he's contributed numerous articles to Keipelinger on the topic of retirement tax bombs. And right now, David is offering viewers a free intro consultation to assess your financial situation. Do not miss this chance to get personalized guidance from a trusted expert. To schedule your free consult, email David at dmcclellan@forumfinancial.com, or you can call him directly at 312-933-8823. The contact info is in the description.
Go find, there are a lot of videos of Don Staley right now on Twitter. Go find some of the most recent ones that have been posted. And I'll just say that you can very much read how she feels about the Gino situation across her lips. And I think it's great. And she probably would. She'd probably do exactly what she said she's doing. Anyways, I'll go let y'all figure that out for themselves. Here we go, man. Hook 'em, drag 'em, punch 'em, whatever it takes. Hey, man, these officials are they're kind of letting them play like that. And again, that's not me whining about a physical basketball game. It is what it is. You got to embrace it and go be a part of it, man. Who is going to step up for Texas, make some buckets in the second half? Can Texas separate itself from UCLA? Texas find, I don't think we've had a lead since 4-2, or did UCLA go 4-2? Yes, I know Maddie Booker scored to start this basketball game off, but yeah, we'll see. Nash, give us a quick couple highlights from Texas. Luke Harrison getting it done to take game 2 of the series against South Carolina and the Gamecocks.
I mean, Luke Harrison, I did a show with Casey Borba's dad right before, Thursday, right before the game. We talked about Luke Harrison. You know what you're going to get from Luke Harrison. It's going to be 2 to 3 runs that he's going to give up, right? But he's going to give you a good, solid performance. He's going to go 6-7 innings deep. He's going to give you what you need to be able to go out there and win a baseball game. And every single time, back against the wall, the dude just shows up. After a Friday loss, every single time, the dude is showing up. And started off with a 10-man Tenney home run early in the game. And then you got a second home run. Carson Tenney's really been he's been one of our best hitters since conference play started. And it's funny because last year he started out February, basically from February to March 20th. He really he wasn't hitting the ball well. He was like a 220 hitter or something like that. The rest of the season, the way through, he hit for 420. He's hitting. He had 17 home runs, right? Like his expected weighted on base ratio, or weighted expected on base ratio, on base average was the highest in the nation. In that stretch. So it really does feel like, we're seeing him really start to heat up at the plate. He's starting to, even if he's not hitting a home run, he's still hitting 100+ mile and exit velos on ground balls and line drives to the outfield. This dude, he really does feel like a warm weather boy. he's enjoying. He likes to after mid-March that he likes to start hitting the baseball. So, it's really nice seeing him, actually start to be the guy that Texas kind of thought he could be. Obviously defensively behind the plate, he's been an absolute stud back there. But it's nice. Bullpen only gave up one run today on a solo shot home run. That was Sam Cozart. Yeah, and this is also kind of today. You saw 2 freshmen come in and actually give us some good innings pitched. So that's not just a positive sign for this year, but a positive sign for the future.
Of course. But guys that can help this team this year, and you know all about the NCAA tournament, man.
Just get there. Just get there.
Get there, but also at the same time, like, you get there and things don't go your way, things don't go smoothly early in a tournament. All of a sudden, you're having to rely on a few more arms than, like, hey, if we had a dream scenario and we beat 4 seed in this game, the 2 or 3 seed in this, you play 3 baseball games. You know what I mean? Like late in the season, it's good to have a couple guys who've earned their stripes, and all of a sudden you've also, they've earned your trust, and you can turn the ball over to them in some key situations. So yeah, you love to see that out of the youngsters for Texas.
You know what I do not like to see? This is a rough look. I don't know if you have ESPN 4K up on right now, but YouTube TV, they have ESPN 4K where you can see inside the stadium for football, and then I guess basketball for it would be arena during the commercials. So like right now, you can watch them warming up.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of bricks going up for Texas
right now.
Yeah, in the warm up session. It feels a lot like what we saw in the first half, where you got like Madison Booker. She's just balls are going too deep. They're going. Some people are going a little. So it's impossible to tell which one who's shooting these. Because it's so far away. But and maybe I was watching the UCLA. Go back.
I hope so.
Those are definitely burner shorts.
Could you tell the colors? Oh, this is incredible content, Little Wayne. Oh man,
I'm telling you, man, negative recruiting. It's like, if I'm Dawn Staley, not only did I beat you, but I made you look like an ass on live television.
That's the play Madison Booker normally finishes. This is a shot that she normally doesn't miss that badly. This is a play where, again, it's a lot of length at defense, but hey, she missed one short.
You can tell from her reaction too.
We're 1 for 8 when Lauren Betts has contested a shot. Maddie is 0 for 5, which I believe she's 1 for 9 in the game. So that's, more than half of her shots have been contested by Lauren Betts. You talk about her, Maddie and her affinity for getting to the mid-range and making shots. It seems like Texas is going to have to find a way maybe to move Lauren Betts around or pin her or seal her off, keep her from affecting Texas as we get around the rim. But let's see what adjustments we've made in the second half. You can see Rory there, 4 of 6 on the floor. Rest of the team, 4 for 26. UCLA has won 72 straight times when leading at the break, and they'll start with the basketball here in the second half.
Well, and only down 3, so it's basically like a brand new ball game. That's how I'd look at it.
All right, here we go. Jaquez, top of the key, trying to fend off Harmon. And that's the third foul on Bria Cunningham. What does Texas and Vic Schaefer choose to do with her? Here comes Kyla Oldicker. That answers that question. And she'll check in for the Horns.
Vic can't be happy about that.
Ball's inbounded to Lauren Betts, out to Kiki Rice. Kiki Rice, Neepkins. If he gets inside. There's Ledger Walker. She misses. Lauren Betts, unfortunately, with an offensive rebound for UCLA. Oh, the ball's almost turned over there. Got Jordan Lee in defense of Kiki Rice. She gets all the way to the bucket, and she'll finish 22-17 lead for UCLA. Ball inbounded to Rory Harmon here. That was Kiki Rice's first bucket of the night. She's averaging a cool 15. Rory Harmon drives, gives it off to Jordan Lee. Here comes Maddie Booker, top of the key. She is with it. Here's a 15-footer from the right elbow. Rebounded by Kyla Oldaker. Up and no good, but there's going to be a foul for Lauren Betts. UCLA kind of wanting a push off on Kyla Oldaker. They don't get it. Instead, Lauren Betts is called for the foul for kind of being underneath the landing spot of Kyla Oldaker there. It's a good finish from Kiki Rice, who, she got the advantage on Jordan Lee, was able to get a step on her and use her body to fend her off. A tough physical finish. Let's see if Texas and Kyla Oldaker can answer here at the charity line. The first one is very, very short. It does draw iron, but never really had a chance to go in. Kyla's got better in her, and we'll get it right here. Come on, Kyla. That one also way off, short and right. I mean,
You got to take the free ones.
you got to take the free ones. We're not going to have a lot of them tonight because, again, this is a game. The officials are really letting them play, letting them battle. Kiki Rice gives it off to Neepkins. Neepkins getting inside the paint against a smaller Harmon. She'll turn and shoot over her. Won't finish, though. Jordan Lee with the rebound. Akez trying to stop Lee. You can tell UCLA really doesn't want Texas getting kind of running out in the open court. I think, Texas does have the better athletes, definitely the faster team. Good entry to Kyla Oldacre from your Rory Harmon, and she finishes. And we're back to the 22-19 game. Kyla Oldacre, 6 points now, 3 for 6 from the floor. That makes her the second leading scorer for Texas. You got full court pressure from Texas. Lee trails Jaquez. You get the ball up to Neepkins. No, that's to Jaquez. I apologize.
Just want smart shots here. And not that.
We had an opportunity to get it right back. Yeah,
It was almost. I mean, the ball went in Jordan Lee's lap, and she's like to the point where like she didn't expect it. It was like it was too easy.
It's like the things that you just can't do. Can't do little things right now. Balls in her lap, can't take advantage, can't make free throws, can't put the ball in the basket. Simple game. Simple game. Got to put the ball in the basket again. And this isn't picking on the ladies. It's just we haven't been our version of ourselves, the best version of ourselves, rather, tonight.
Well, I think that these girls will be the first to admit it too.
Well, yeah, of course. No, like they know it. Like, yeah, numbers don't lie. Texas's shooting numbers have only gotten worse, which I didn't think were possible. Texas should review that.
Yeah, that should.
There we go.
That's our ball.
Hey, you got
Mr. Hicks, right?
Mr. Hickson over there running the appeal iPad for the Longhorns, and Texas will challenge their second call of the night. They are 1 for 1. If Texas is 2 for 2, the ball will be in their possession.
Get that man a raise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was definitely off, in my opinion, off of Lauren Betts of UCLA. Vic Schaefer emphatically asking for that appeal. Texas, 26% from the floor, still 17% from three. And they're only down 3 points. 3-point basketball game. Long way to go.
That's the crazy thing. It's like UCLA's not shooting perfect at all, right? They're shooting 34%, but they're 8% better than Texas right now, and dang near a tie game.
That's the thing is like Bess is a good player, but she's not nearly as big or strong as Kyla Oldacre. And so as long as we don't let her get deep into the post and let her gain entry from 3 feet away to where she can turn around, those big players, you really got to fight them for position. You can't let them get position deep in the paint compared to letting them get it from 10 feet or 8 feet. And then they have to turn around, either A, put the ball on the ground, finish around you, or B, they have to go over your length. And from, not 3 feet, they can't just turn around and put the ball in the basket the way that she was able to do for, I want to say, her first couple of scores. So Texas, in my opinion, have done a better job of that. You got to continue to do so. But she is a good player. Again, this is a senior class for UCLA where they've won a lot of games. They've done a lot of really, really good things. So both teams fighting, both teams believe it's their destiny. You've got two groups who have done great things for the university. It's been terrific programs. For UCLA, maybe a bright spot for the whole athletic department. They're struggling a little bit in a lot of places right now, but no, it's going to be a battle, man. We'll see if Texas is able to just score the basketball, because I mean, we played so freely and so just with good tempo, but controlled tempo over the course of this first couple of weekends of the tournament, and we're just decision making is bad. I feel like we're making interesting selections as far as when we're taking shots in the shot clock. Again, I referenced it earlier, but a few of the shots we've chosen, I think that you can get at any point of the shot clock. You don't have to force that. It's something that's always available to you. So yeah, we'll see if Texas is able to settle in here late and Were you on the show with me, Nash, when we were talking about Jordan Lee? And I was like, man, she's scoring 20 plus. She's scoring 20 plus
Yep.
points. And then I got to the point where I was like, or she might go like, oh, for whatever. She might score 3, but it's the biggest 3 of the season for Texas. Man,
She's over 3 right now. So
0 for 3. There we go. Texas gets the basketball. Lauren Betts confirmed to have touched the ball last in the officials' eyes. And we have a chance to go tie this basketball game up right now. This is as close, if Texas is able to even make a 2-point bucket, close as we've been since the first couple of minutes of this basketball game. This guy's a legend, Mr. Hickson, just running the business over there on the appeals.
I'm not gonna lie, from that replay, I'm sure you played basketball where maybe as a dude you let your fingernails get a little bit, you're just a little lazy on it, and then you get called out saying, hey man, got to trim them things. Kyle Oldacre's got some weapons on her hand. when you're playing tough defense, man, you might be poking somebody.
Addison Booker will take the ball up the court against the faux pressure. The faux pressure from UCLA. They just want to slow us down.
Yeah. I like that term that you got there.
Maddie Booker, don't force it. Okay, good job. Lee cutting, Maddie Booker, left wing 3-pointer up, can tie the game off. Still off by a lot. Now there's no reason to pick up that foul.
Just pressing right now, because that's 2 fouls from her that she just does not need. I wish ESPN showed fouls on the box score.
I mean, Maddie's so much better than that, and she knows that. I mean, that's just being out of character, going and trying to make a play because you're frustrated. And she almost got on the ball, but yeah, she absolutely crashed into Betts pretty dang hard right there on that. She hit her head hard? Oh, hit her head very, very hard. Oh, got to hope and root that, both obviously Lauren Betts and Madison Booker are both okay. It seems that Betts is fine. Booker's fine. We will go on after a little bit of time here. That's making sure everybody's together, and they will review this, which, it's just a bang, bang, knee to knee. And then that took.
They're going for a flagrant.
Yeah, and that's not going to be a flagrant foul. There's nothing there flagrant. It's just a Madison Booker trying to make a basketball play, trying to swipe a steal, and runs into the knee of Lauren Betts. You see this? It happens. I get having a review because Lauren Betts did hit her head, but it's not of anything that, was dirty or malicious or even of intent there from Madison Booker. So I think it'll be a quick review. You'll move on. You'll see UCLA, who has a 3-point lead with the basketball. And, it won't be on the free throw line because there's no shooting foul there. Obviously, it won't be a flagrant foul. So let's play some defense. Nash, we're going to go back to Lux Kitchen and Bath, and we'll be right back, guys.
Are you ready to love your kitchen and bathroom again? Lux Kitchen and Bath will bring that to life. Lux has been offering high-end kitchen and bathroom remodels for 3 generations throughout the greater Austin area. With 5-star review after 5-star review on Google and Facebook and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can put your faith in Lux Kitchen and Bath's award-winning designers and skilled craftspeople to bring your dream vision to life. But that's not all. Lux's all-star team also provides full home remodels, large additions, and even commercial build-outs as well. So call Lux Kitchen and Bath at 833-358-LUX today, or visit luxkitchenbath.com to discover where quality meets luxury and begin the process of transforming your home. Get your free quote today by calling 833-358-LUX. That's LUXE, or by visiting luxkitchenbath.com. Contact info is in the description.
Oh, man. How we feeling, guys? Who's still out there with us? Who's still watching? How are we feeling? That's what I want to know. Y'all, Texas going to string some shots made together? We're gonna find a run? Can Texas go put up a 15, 20-point quarter? Man, we need something. Yeah, I assume this is talking about our shooting. Gross. Bad.
Yeah,
it can't get worse. So it's got to.
That's the good thing. You can't get worse.
Yeah, we're better. Sorry, just joined. I believe it was 22-19 Nash. UCLA leads by
Yep.
3. The UCLA team that came out and scored 14 points in the first 6 minutes of this game. Texas has really, really put the clamps on UCLA defensively since that stretch. Unfortunately, Texas has had the clamps put on them by UCLA since we started. A lot of times we're clamping ourselves, poor shot selection, and we've missed some bunnies around the rim and just open jump shots that we've made in weeks past. We could easily be down 1 billion of points right now. Again, let's go back. 26% from the floor, 14% from 3, 0% on 2 attempts from the line. We could be down a lot of points. But luckily, our defense is our defense. UCLA has also missed some shots that they probably would have normally made. They're only at 30%, 34% from the floor, 22% from 3. As we said, a quick review. No flagrant foul. Common foul, personal foul for Miss Madison Booker. And here we go. Lock back in, friends. Long way to go here. Phoenix, Arizona.
You know what?
Go ahead.
You know what I would like to see, like from the last 3 that we saw Booker take. I'd like to see her, post up in the 2 range, where it's a higher percentage shot. I'm not a big, especially when you're struggling from the 3 line. I'm not a big fan of just this chunking up threes. Get them back by 2.
Buenos Aires, man, that's incredible. Enjoy Argentina, my friend. Enjoy watching this. Hopefully, you enjoy watching this last quarter and change, or almost. Yeah, wow. Felt like we've been in the second half forever. There's still 7 minutes left. Yeah, enjoy the second half, brother. All right, Lauren Betts has it. The right wing gives it off. Is that? That was Jaquez. Sorry. The ponytail sometimes cover up the numbers for a couple of these UCLA players. Oh, Jaquez gets a rebound, easy finish on the left side there.
Can't let them have that rebound.
That's the thing. She sneaks in, gets an easy finish. She's got 6 points. Harmon gets bumped by Rice, goes down. They'll call a foul there on Kiki Rice. Kiki didn't really like the call. Rory kind of just, I'm not saying she flopped, but she like bounced off of her in a little, like an awkward manner. But yeah, between Kyla and Madison, like you've got to be able to pull that board down that right there.
I mean, we have three bodies around the basket.
Yeah, Madison Booker immediately making a change right there. You saw her bring Aaliyah Crump in. That's going to be Rory Harmon with it for Texas here around the logo. Good defended by Kiki Rice. Crump stepped on the sideline. UCLA back in possession, up 5, 6.5 minutes. That's the second turnover of this half. UCLA has yet to have one in this half. More pressure from Texas. It looked like it was. All right, I think I'm figuring out this is Jaquez there. I think I'm figuring out the color of the ponytail bands. That's how I'm going to decide who's who for UCLA. Makes it a little bit easier. They just look, Ledger Walker and Jaquez look too similar.
Well, it's kind of like
Lauren Betts inside, another easy finish. Son of a gun. Sorry, Nash. Sorry to cut you off. What were you saying there?
I was saying it's kind of like in football. You start to count the armbands. Who's got the sleeve on the left side? Who's got the sleeve on both sides?
Kyla Oldacre finishes on the other end off a nice dish from Justice Carlton. Kyla now 4 for 7 from the floor for 8 points. Oh, Lauren Betts getting it on the block, on the right block against Kyla Oldacre. 1-on-1, the two friends kicked back out. Jaquez back down inside the Betts. Ripped away by Justice Carlton. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. It's still going with Texas's way, but we might have had a fast break opportunity there. Carlton just straight up stripped it away from Lauren Betts there, and that's something you see with some of these bigger players. Your help defender just coming in, being real physical with them.
Well, you saw Crump almost do it a couple times too.
Yeah, exactly that.
I took her cookies.
you kind of bull rush, gang rush in there, and just make your presence known, get hands on the ball, and Because I mean, she is a presence inside, and I didn't like how low on the block we allowed her to catch that. But hey, it works out. Here comes Rory Harmon. She's driving a little bit. She'll pull up from about 12 feet. Won't get the roll though. Back comes Ledger Walker for UCLA. Ledger Walker off the high ball screen. Another high ball screen for Ledger Walker. Neepkins has it on the left wing here for the Bruins. She'll give it to Jaquez on the left, or on the high post, around the free throw line. She'll spin inside with Madison Booker. She tries a long finish, won't get it to go. Madison Booker now. We got a 2-on-1 for the Horns. Madison Booker says she's going to finish, and she doesn't.
God, man.
Can't get a layup to go. Can't get a free throw, or sorry, can't get a jump shot to go.
You want her to just slow
Air
down.
ball on the other end. Oh, they're going to call a push on Kyla Oldecker there. I'm not sure about that. Nash, you were talking about it a moment ago, talking about when Maddie had that three-pointer. I mean,
go for the high percent shot. I mean, because if the defender's taking you, just pass it to your teammate.
You got to put the ball up soft there. You just put the ball up soft off that rim, and you're going to finish. Like you're going to make 90% of shots. 2 missed threes in a row now for UCLA on this possession, but like the first time, they're able to get an offensive rebound. So here comes Kiki Rice at the top of the key and a high ball screen from Betts. They got Betts on the crash, and that's an easy finish for her. That's basketball 101, the high pick and roll. Kyla Oldecker couldn't catch up in coverage, 28-21, 10 points now for Lauren Betts.
To the point about Booker earlier, too, I'm going back to that Kentucky game, the only other single-digit game she had. She had 4 assists in that game.
Booker, no good. Now 1 for 16 from the floor. Texas is going to get a steal. I'm not sure exactly what we're like. I don't know what's going on right now with our shot selection by Kyla. Like, we can get better than that, but don't blame her for wanting to make a play. Again, making it tough when your leader, as far as a scoring perspective, your star is 1 of 16 now on the night. It looks to me like that was off of. Yeah, like is that not off of Gabriela Jaquez of UCLA there? It should be Texas basketball. It is Texas basketball. Okay. Ball's inbounded there to Leah Crump. I'm sorry. I thought UCLA was trying to challenge. Madison Booker now has it just right of the top of the key, right wing, step back. Okay. Separating herself now. Looks like she's trying to dribble drive. She'll kick out to Rory Harmon. Sideline 3, no good. Kyla Oldecker rebound, put back up, no good. Shot clock violation was called just before the shot anyway, so would not have counted. Woo, man. We've got better in us than this. Will we see it tonight? Texas 331, down 7 here in this third quarter. 24% from the floor for the Horns, just absolutely struggling. No, you didn't even draw rim there from Rory. And again, she's not, our best shooter, and we've seen her struggle from the three-point line at times, but you haven't seen 1 of 16 from Maddie. You haven't seen some of the other offensive struggles that you've seen from Texas. But again, you got to give credit. I mean, at some point, credit to UCLA for being able to affect Texas's shot makers enough to where they're missing a lot of shots they traditionally make. And here's a turnover from Rory Harmon, trying to get the ball over on the swing pass to Madison Booker. And the UCLA defense continuing to bother Texas.
Well, I mean, it's also, I think at this point, you're starting to see Texas press a little bit too much.
We have pressed since tip-off, absolutely.
I mean, but it's getting even worse.
Yeah, and it's not been every single player, you know what I mean? But we've just had, we're just.
Well, it's our best players is the problem.
Yeah. And I mean, Rory's been great for the most part, but just a little too hyped up on the three-pointer. Shoots it a couple of feet over the rim there on that last air ball attempt, and then that's not a turnover. That's really good defense. That's crazy. That's a crazy call there on Jordan Lee. I'll just say that she beat her to the spot. I don't think it's a block. I don't think it's a charge. I think that's a no call. Just because the body hits the floor. I mean, she beats her to the spot there by a mile. Like, what are we doing there? And again, I try to be as real as I can about, fouls and what, but isn't beating someone to the floor and having them feet set. But
and one thing I was going to mention is maybe Booker just kind of needs a reset, and she's finally off the floor right now.
Rory Harmon, get on the floor. Judd, don't foul. Shot clock violation for UCLA. That was a wild heave from half court. Luckily for Texas, it didn't draw rim because Lauren Betts was under the rim against Ashton Judd, and that's just nothing against Ashton. It's just that's a size mismatch. Anybody under the rim against Lauren Betts would have been a size mismatch. I'm sorry, it wasn't Betts. It was their backup. Here comes Betts back into the game. It is Betts. It's Sienna Betts. I forget. Oh, nice move by Jordan Lee. Oh my gosh, you must be kidding me, man. This is just unbelievable.
It's like you said earlier. I mean, it's just the shots that like you can hit with your eyes closed that they're not making right now.
2 foot in front of the rim, wide open layup, no good from Jordan Lee. UCLA now Kiki Rice, top of the key possessions. Yeah. This is tough. They're going to call a foul there. UCLA's coach had an official right in front of her, begging for it. 7 seconds. So a little bit too overly aggressive with 7 seconds left in the shot clock, as you see Vic Schaefer pointing out there. You've had 2 combined free throws in this game. Hasn't been a lot of flow to it. It's been real choppy because of the missed shots, lack of foul calls. They're being real physical. You've seen a lot of bodies on the ground. We'll see how these teams shoot and play on the offensive end to finish. Can have 2 teams fighting for their lives here. Nash disappeared on me, so it's just me. All right, free throws here for UCLA. That's up, and that's no good. That helps a little bit here. And then you got the Big Ten sixth player of the year. I think that would be like what 6-man player of the year. And that's going to be a 8-point lead for UCLA here. 1:43. A lot of basketball to go. I mean, but we're going to have to, you're going to have to probably cut into this lead a little bit here going into this half. Carlton, there we go. That's what we need to see.
Running horns out of baby.
Justice's first bucket of the night. You have a 29-23 deficit now for Texas.
Should have made the wardrobe change sooner.
Yeah, there's Lauren Betts on the inside matched up. A really favorable matchup. Really nice move there. She a little too deep on her shot attempt. Get on the ground, ladies. Hey, nice board there from Bria. Bria to Rory. Rory inside. There's Justice. She'll go up again. A little bit overzealous there. She should probably – oh, she went up again. Oh, my God.
Gets it back.
I was like, I don't love the shot selection. She did up and off the glass. Plus a foul off on Lauren Betts. Maddie Booker.
I love seeing Maddie still locked in. Not pouting over there.
Yeah, again, she's going against 2 taller defenders there, and Dugalik and then Lauren Betts. Didn't love the quick shot selection early in the shot clock there from Justice Carlton. Gets her own board, immediately goes back up with a fresh clock, finishes over both with a foul. Yeah, you got to love that. Forget what this guy on YouTube says. 29-25. Madison Booker, though, you mentioned it, Nash. I'd love to see her being a teammate on the sideline. So easy for sometimes, I won't say so easy, but you see it at times. The superstars, players that are having a big game or typically having big games and big moments, and they're just not having theirs in that one.
Back to a 3-point deficit right here.
There's a 5-second call on UCLA. Hold on.
Come on. That's us. Hey, I'm telling you, man, the superstition, it works. It works.
They're going to give UCLA the timeout there. Wow.
That's
Texas
crazy.
thought they'd got a 5-second call. UCLA called timeout. I think one official called the timeout first. One official called the 5. Yeah, they're getting the timeout. The baseline ref called 5 seconds, which you think that would be the one who you'd go off of, but the sideline ref is saying it was not before UCLA is signaled for a timeout. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's over 5 seconds because UCLA made that inbound pass. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, they got that.
That
Was a good shot. That was a good last shot right there.
Yeah, that's a proper call. You can see it clearly right there.
Smart timeout.
Yep, smart timeout. You got 53 seconds left, third quarter, 29-26 game. All of a sudden, Texas down to 8 just a few seconds ago. Cut it to 5. You got a bucket. Then you got Justice Carlton. Then you got the Justice Carlton bucket and foul. 5-0 personal Justice Carlton run here.
Hey, maybe this time on the bench is exactly what Maddie needs.
No, yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm with you, man. Again, wake her up, calm her down.
It doesn't look like she's getting any calm down, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Just like let her get into the game. And again, offensive foul on UCLA. You got to push off there, but you do have
ball don't lie.
We've got Rory Harmon down and in a lot of pain. And guys, I think she's holding her left elbow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elbow.
She's bounced up. She
Hopefully
appears to be
bone.
Okay. You really hope it's a funny bone that's not so funny. I thought she was holding her knee. My heart dropped for a little 10 seconds there.
I'm like a split second behind you.
I could not breathe right there. You're a split second behind me.
Yeah.
And there you can see pulling and holding and tugging on Rory's arm from Ledger Walker right there. And they get the call. That's the right call. Ledger Walker was very much protesting it, but I think that's the correct call right there.
Love to see that she's back out there, though.
Justice Carlton going up, gets fouled again. Maybe no call, but she gets the bucket. It's a 1-point game.
I'm telling you, the running
Texas
horns,
is
baby.
pressure. Texas is pressure. Oh, we got a deep pass. Oh, no. Leah Crump fouls. Oh, she fouls Gabriela Jaquez. And I think it's a trash call, to be honest with you. The ball was uncatchable. We had a John Elway just absolute sword job.
Vic's not
UCLA
happy. I think Vic agrees with you right there.
UCLA trying to make an 80-foot pass. Oh, that's a bad call. She pulls her onto her. She pulls her with her.
Yeah. That's giving shades of Purdue right there.
That's a terrible call.
Yeah, Vic is not happy.
That's a bad call, and it results in 2 UCLA free throws with 40 seconds left. Texas had really got back in this one. They were on a 7-0 run. UCLA makes a first of 2. Terrible call right there, in my personal opinion. A little bit biased, but again, a lot of physical play in this. And that's just a play where 2 players run into one another. There was no jumping into it. It's just feet get tangled up, bodies collide on a completely loose ball. There is no possession at that moment, and very much in a spot in which officials, you've seen in times before, will let it go. Justice Carlton with a forced shot. She had the heat check right there. 31-28 UCLA. Texas had got it to 1. But then the foul, and all of a sudden now UCLA can make it a 2-possession game here to go into the fourth quarter. Oh, I think those feet came down at different times, and they did. You got to travel there.
Hey, we can still get a shot off right here.
I like this Gabriella's game. She's got the European game. She can do everything as far as dribbling. Here comes Rory Harmon, 10 seconds left and running. She's at the logo, 7 seconds left. We need a bucket here. Somebody get us a bucket. Who is it? 3 seconds left. Rory top of the key. She drives. She pull up 10 feet. No good. Okay, going to the fourth quarter, just like we did at halftime with a 3-point deficit to the UCLA Bruins. Hey, man, I mean, Justice Carlton, thank you. Thank you for getting us back in this game. It started to slip a little bit. Again, it was only a 7-point game, but when you can't score, 7 points sometimes feels like a lot. So we'll see what we can do here to start this fourth quarter, guys. We got to go to Mr. David McClellan real quick, and we'll be right back.
Big financial decisions don't have to feel overwhelming. There's someone who can guide you every step of the way. David McClellan is a fiduciary financial advisor with Forum Financial, and he's working closely with his clients as a true financial life coach, guiding every aspect of your financial journey with expertise and care. If his name sounds familiar, that's because David was a swimmer at Texas and a member of several national championship teams. Today, he channels that same championship mindset into helping people win with their finances. David specializes in financial planning, and he's contributed numerous articles to Keipelinger on the topic of retirement tax bombs. And right now, David is offering viewers a free intro consultation to assess your financial situation. Do not miss this chance to get personalized guidance from a trusted expert. To schedule your free consult, email David at dmcclellan@forumfinancial.com, or you can call him directly at 312-933-8823. The contact info is in the description.
Here we go, guys. 1 quarter to go for our lives, for our tournament lives. What happens?
10 minutes the rest of their life.
10 minutes. Hey, did you see the Tiger Woods tweet? That, obviously everybody's been posting Tiger with his hat backwards and his glasses on during his interrogation. Um, did you see? Did you see it, Nash?
Yeah, on one knee. Yeah, I saw your retweet of Tone Diggs.
I write Wiggle 34 Switchblade for the state championship. I love you, baby. I love all y'all. I mean, or I love all y'all, baby. I love all y'all. Like that's a reference to Mike Winchell and QB1 on Friday Night Lights. Billy Bob Thornton. Go grab you a cold shiner, man. Get you one to calm down a little bit, Rob, because we're gonna need everybody. We need all hands on deck for this fourth quarter. Hell, Rob, we might need you to get out there and play a little PG for us. Get the ball in the bucket. We are struggling right now.
I got a feeling Booker's gonna come in here and have a good fourth quarter. It feels like it just feels like there's no way Booker has another, just goes the entire game without figuring out.
Just you. Hey, that's a good one, Nash. Did you see this one? Nike has a new slogan. That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good, man. Three-point game here, starting the fourth quarter. Oh man. UCLA head coach given a little bit of yeah, not real happy the way this one's getting called. You can hear that clearly from the UCLA leader. That she feels bad for the fans watching 31-28 basketball. They are letting them scrap. They're letting them go really, 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 really go at it.
I mean, this thing might.
How do
The
y'all feel?
winner might have under 40 points this game. The way it's going.
Yeah, it's going to be Texas after we shut them out in this quarter and win like 34-31. It'd be awesome. 6-0 fourth quarter. So I was in high school, and my cousin played at Stephenville, oddly enough, when Art Briles was the athletic director there, but she was a women's basketball player. She's really, really tall. She's like 6'3". But they were a top like 5 team in the state, and they played Crowley High School. And Crowley came in there, and this was the first time, and a lot of people have seen it, but this is the first time I'd ever seen it, but Crowley took the air out of the ball. They just stood at half court and just were like, there's no shot clock. You can come out of your little zone and defend us, or we'll sit here literally all quarter. End of the first quarter was 0-0. Halftime was 2-0. The final score was 8-4. It was a tough watch.
I saw a video of a team winning that way. They held the ball because there was no shot clock, and it was one of these smaller school ones, and they literally just held the ball.
There are teams that, that was 4A high school basketball. You know what I mean? Like that was only when there was only 5 classifications. Like that was crazy stuff to see there. But yeah, man, it is. You do see that stuff every now and then. You see a lot of teams will go like 4 corners and stuff when they're up with a couple minutes left. That even is a little bit frustrating, but hey, there's no shot clock. What the heck? Luckily, it goes right to Lauren Betts for UCLA, and she'll be on the free throw line. That's tough, man. An unlucky bounce for Texas. Bria Cunningham ends up picking up her 4th foul, so here comes Kyla. Just really unlucky right there. Terrible entry pass. She overthrew it by 7 feet. Overthrew it so much it hit the backboard. Went straight to Lauren Betts again, and then Bria Cunningham was already in a really bad spot as Betts had the ball right in front of the bucket. Betts with a double-double. She picked up her 10th rebound right there, and she knocks the free throw down to extend the UCLA lead to 4, man. Was kind of hoping to come out with a really positive start in this quarter. Haven't really had that in a quarter yet. Just, where we got out and just started 6-0 run or something, but hey, man, every man can dream, right? And here comes Neepkins back into the game for UCLA. A sharpshooter. Texas kind of know where she's at all times. Rory Harmon with it against the faux pressure again. Defended by Kiki Rice, man to man. Respect the man defense both of these teams run. I am I am on that hill of zone is for cowards when it comes to basketball. Not to knock any of you coaches out there running zones. Harmon mid-range jump shot. She just got in her, didn't even draw net. It was so short. Oh, buddy, we might be in trouble here. Gabriela Jaquez tried to get the entry pass to Lauren Betts, kicked out of bounds by Jordan Lee. 33-28. Madison Booker, 1 of 16 from the floor. She remains on the bench at the moment for Texas. And here's the UCLA inbounding. Ledger Walker. She gets it to Jaquez, guarded by Lee. Leah Ledger Walker, guarded by Harmon here. Left wing. Ball screen. Lauren Betts. She crashes. Great entry pass. Justice Carlton goes flying. Lauren Betts may have got away with a travel. Kiki Rice for 3. Bang. 8-point lead for UCLA. Starting to get pretty dark right now for Texas just because we can't score the basketball. And an 8-point deficit feels like a lot, in my opinion, right now. 3 for 12 for UCLA from deep. Texas 1 of 8. Jordan Lee's got it now for Texas. Kick out. Justice Carlton. She's got it top of the key. Lost handle. Ledger Walker.
No, this was not.
Gabriela Jaquez. And
It's not how you want to see the fourth quarter go.
Really bad start to the first 90 seconds of this quarter. 7-0 run for UCLA. You're seeing a Texas team kind of lose its poise there. It looked like Carlton just absolutely lost track of where the basketball was as she was handling it at the top of the key, led to an easy fast break opportunity. And then we lose track of a defender. We lose track of a Bruin in the fast break. Yeah, but that 3 from Kiki Rice, that felt like a really big moment in this basketball game. Again, UCLA having a lot of success on, offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities. Tough. It feels over. Is it over? I hope not, Tet. We got more hoops in us, but I guarantee you got to think 10-point deficit at this point. You're going to get some stops, but inevitably UCLA is going to score a little bit more. So how does Texas make up for some scoring here? You're probably going to have a situation where we make a minimum of 2 3-point baskets over the remainder of this quarter, with the potential for more, depending on how well you play defense, if you're able to attack and get to the free throw line some. But again, attacking, it has pros and cons right now. You attack the basket and they're not calling a lot. You got to be able to play through a little bit of contact and finish at the rim. There are some people who, you look at these NBA guys, it's a completely different world. And, playing against contact and knowing that you're going to get a whistle, and then when you get to the NBA playoffs, they start tightening up on that whistle a little bit. And all of a sudden the finishing and the percentages go down at the rim a little bit. If they're not calling anything at the rim, Texas got to find some space and just start putting the ball in the bucket. I don't mind getting the ball down. I don't think you can afford to sit here with down 10 to get the ball too late into the shot clock. Consistently, you're probably going to have to run some quick sets and get some shots up, and you're going to have to make some, man. Yeah, bourbon does sound kind of nice right now. Enjoy yourself, Mr. Robert. Be responsible out there.
At this point, it feels like we need Booker back in the game and just.
Yeah, you have to have her scoring.
You just need her to just start hitting things.
Yeah, Booker, Lee, you've got to run some sets, some looks to specifically get them involved. The upside of this offense, like you're saying, Nash, like when Madison Booker is really, really involved, you got Jordan Lee running off screens. You got to get her involved in the, in the offense. Aaliyah Crump probably needs to be on the floor for her spacing, her ability to get threes off and knock those threes down. Man, it's
here's
tough.
The thing is, you hit a couple threes too. All of a sudden, defense there's a lot more life on that.
I guess. All right, Nash, we're gonna go to Lux's Kitchen and Bath real quick before we come back to the action, brother.
Are you ready to love your kitchen and bathroom again? Lux Kitchen and Bath will bring that to life. Lux has been offering high-end kitchen and bathroom remodels for 3 generations throughout the greater Austin area. With 5-star review after 5-star review on Google and Facebook and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can put your faith in Lux Kitchen and Bath's award-winning designers and skilled craftspeople to bring your dream vision to life. But that's not all. Lux's all-star team also provides full home remodels, large additions, and even commercial build-outs as well. So call Lux Kitchen and Bath at 833-358-LUX today, or visit luxkitchenbath.com to discover where quality meets luxury and begin the process of transforming your home. Get your free quote today by calling 833-358-LUX. That's LUXE, or by visiting luxkitchenbath.com. Contact info is in the description.
Here we go, guys. Texas inbound on the basketball right now. Madison Booker back into the basketball game. 10-point deficit to UCLA. Justice Carlton will inbound to Rory Harmon. Get your pair of shoes on, baby. Again, big shout out to Academy Sports and Outdoors for the giveaway they're doing for the whole tailgate hookup, man. Blackstone Grill, Yeti coolers. Winner announced right after the Texas A&M baseball series wraps up. Leah Crump's got it at about the 15-foot line on the left wing. Knocks down a jumper. 8-point game. Still 8 minutes. So very much time left for Texas to get back into this game. But I need to see Leah Crump more and more. Kiki Rice, unfortunately, is just given a gift of an opportunity in the open court. She beats Texas down the floor, gets the pass from the inbounder. I couldn't see who it was. And turns that into, she draws a foul there on the fast break. Sorry, Madison Booker now on the floor. I saw her run to the scores table as soon as
it looked like she was on the floor already.
Yeah, that was an odd situation.
I actually don't mind that foul. Just
no, you got it.
It's too easy.
Yeah, at that point you have to make the foul, especially in this situation. But what you don't want to have is, the free layup with the foul. So if you're fouling, you got to make sure you get your money's worth. And she's not able to get that ball up anywhere near the bucket and able to finish. Kiki Rice wasn't. She knocks down the second free throw, unfortunately. Back to a 10-point lead, still just under 8 minutes to play. Kiki Rice, man, this is a group of UCLA seniors who've won a lot of games. And you've got a Texas team who's got mixed with experience and youth and, who can – for Texas, is it some of the youth? Is it one of our leaders who steps up for UCLA the way that some of their leaders have stepped up? There's a Jordan Lee turnover, really, really bad turnover. We've had a couple of them that has just been really, really silly. Careless and not strong with the basketball, but then Jordan Lee gets her own still. Look at her. Go, Jordan. She gives it to Maddie Booker. She's at the logo to the left wing, top of the key, and out about the 17-foot line, back to the top of the key. Maddie Booker with it right elbow. Pull up J, 17, 18 or so feet. Offensive rebound, Rory Harmon. She puts it back up, and it's no good. Couldn't get the fall. Rebound goes to Ledger Walker. Oh, Ledger Walker has been a pain in our sides. Gabriella Jaquez, these UCLA guards, they're good players. Again, they're all seniors. You can tell they're very seasoned and experienced young ladies who know how to win. They do the little dirty things. They understand blocking out, and they understand playing defense and running shooters off the three-point line. .4 on the shot clock after UCLA throws it off of Kyla Oldacre and out of bounds. Maddie Booker just dribbling. And again, there's been a lot of talk about the air in these basketballs, and this isn't me making excuses. It's just making the observation that, hey, people have been talking about it. Apparently, a lot of air in the basketballs. Rims are tight, or pretty tight rims, and for you basketball heads out there, you understand what that means. You're not getting a lot of softness, so some of the shots that bounce and rattle around the rim are not going down. None of your your shooters rolls, if you will. But again, 10-point lead for UCLA. UCLA has been the better team tonight. They've been able to put the ball in the dang basket a lot better than Texas has. Still have 6:38 left. But this is a big possession for Texas. Feels like you can't give up points right here. 3.4 on the clock. You got to be really good in this moment. Yeah, it didn't look that ball went off of anybody. It looks like she just threw it out of bounds. Pretty sure that was not off of Kyla Oldacre.
What a good challenge.
Yeah, great challenge. Hickson, he's been the best. He's been the best player in the program.
He's the MVP of the game for us today.
This is tough out here, man.
Oh man, I mean, we need this basketball, but we need to start hitting some shots off this. Yeah, that's completely off them. That's a great challenge.
Yeah, the ball never touched anybody on Texas.
I mean, from our angle, originally it looked like it did, but I wonder if Hickson has access to all the camera angles.
Has to, right?
He has to because there's no way from the broadcast angle you thought. And if he did, I mean, go ahead and double that raise that we were talking about earlier.
Waiting the appeal, guys. This is tough, man. Knowing that just simple thing is just Madison Booker being one of 16. It's just, I mean, it's just nobody in the world would believe you if you said that out loud. Maddie B.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if I told you Madison Booker's going to only have 2 points going into late fourth quarter. And it's not just Madison Booker. I mean, you got Elijah Crump at 5 points. She has 22 minutes. Jordan Lee has 0 points in 18 minutes.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a combination, like, because it's like kind of what if you remember what I mentioned yesterday. Texas has had an ability that if one of their girls is having a bad game, the other ones have had good games to pick them up. And right now,
there's been no picking up. I mean, Roy's been okay, as far as scoring. She's been good overall. You haven't had anybody go have that big game. But again, you got to have to credit UCLA. Like, they're a long, active defense. They've given us a lot of fits. They're playing tough man defense. They're not sitting here playing soft. And there's another Texas turnover credited to UCLA. And Jordan Lee just, reacting a little bit too quickly there. Just not the Texas basketball team that we've seen the majority of the season. You see she's waiting on Lee. Now, is that on Booker? I mean, Booker, maybe she's got to give Lee more time to make sure she's not making that pass because she was open there. That pass was open. And if Maddie stays in that spot, it's going to be an easy entry pass to her. Ball deflected out of bounds by Leah Crump.
I think that's one of those ones where it's hard to, because Booker was open, but when she goes for the spin, if Lee just waits a half second long, and I'm not saying that Lee should have waited a half second long because the pass is open when she decided to make the pass.
Entry pass, easy bucket for Lauren Betts, 12-point game. This might be it. We ran into a really, really good team. Still time left, but I mean, it's do or die right now in this moment. You can't waste any more time.
No, you got to start hitting some threes too.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be a 3-point bucket or two made. No good for Madison Booker, 1 of 17. Kyla Oldiker with the rebound, a foul on Lauren Betts, but on the floor. So no free throws. Texas will still have to go earn some buckets. Yeah, you see Kyla Oldiker there on the front, a really good lob entry pass from UCLA. And again, when you're 6'7", as Lauren Betts is, makes it really tough to defend, man, especially when you got a lot of, like we said, this UCLA team is loaded with shooters. They've got shooters all around, and this is a team. And now, I hate when this happens. I'm not saying this game is out of reach, but when it's a 12-point lead and you start calling things that you haven't called all game long for the team who's down, I don't know. To me, it just feels weird. I'm not complaining. Oh, Madison Booker right there, bucket, about a 15-footer for Texas. Turnover, almost a turnover. Leah Crump couldn't hang on. Maddie makes her second bucket of the night, and she's with her 4th point now. But, again, not complaining about the foul call, but I'm like, man, don't, like, I don't want your pity. You've let us play all night long. You call the game the same way you've called it, or don't. But anyways, here's Neepkins for UCLA, gives it off to Gabriela Jaquez, drives baseline, loses it to Oldaker. Oldaker gives it to Harmon. Harmon's in the open floor now. She's going to swing it to Crump. Crump's going to give it back to Booker. Booker to Jordan Lee. She pump fakes side to side. We got to move fast. Lee goes to the baseline, spins inside, loses the handle, gives it to Booker. Booker's going to go back to Harmon. She could have. Booker holds on to it now. Settles the sun. Defended by Ledger Walker. High ball screen. That's Lauren Betts on her now. Booker pulls up over her and misses short. Rebounded by Jaquez.
Can't find the bucket.
Nah, I didn't like her pulling up over Walker there. Over Lauren Betts there. I like her being aggressive and attacking Lauren Betts there, not settling. That's letting Lauren Betts have the easy way out, not making her defend. Inside, Lauren Betts has possession against Kyla Oldaker. Kicked out. Neepkins way too long, but my God, it was so bad it went in. That ball wedged perfectly behind the back of the rim and the backboard to where it lost every single bit of its spin and just died and then just rolled backwards and into the
Can we get
cup.
one of those buckets?
This one, my friends, is looking very dire. Jordan Lee with the back cut, and she gets a bucket, 45-34, 4:10 left to go. And we have nobody defending. Oh, okay, Leah Crump. Luckily, the pass was short. There's going to be a foul on Neepkins there. They try the deep pass again against the Texas press, but it was underthrown, and Leah Crump was able to recover and get a steal. Oh, my goodness.
That was just the perfect horse shot that you'll ever see in your life.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, okay, off the back of the rim, the front of the rim, and in. Good luck. Texas can cut it to single digits here with a bucket. Kyla Oldicker has it on the left wing, gives it off to Crump. Crump back onto the sideline, and that's a bang three from Jordan Lee. All right, back to 8.
Like you said,
44.
Might be the biggest three of the game.
That's a push off, and that's going the other way. Bang. UCLA coach is furious about it, but that's the right call. You saw forearm extended there. Really, really upset.
I like the sell from Booker.
Yeah, I mean, Booker sold probably a little bit, but yeah, Dugalic. Yeah, that's no.
No, I mean that was a foul no matter what, right? But like you leave it no chance, you know.
Ball inbound to Kyla Oldicker, Maddie Booker, she'll drive. Got a UCLA defender on her back, and she got her shot blocked by Dugalic. UCLA thinks the ball went off of Maddie Booker. They're asking for an appeal there. And that ball did go off Maddie Booker. If UCLA does appeal, they will win the appeal. Ball was blocked, and it rolled down Maddie's the inside of her arm and kind of off the inner part of her elbow right there. Definitely looks like UCLA basketball. I can't tell if they've decided to appeal yet. If they do, yep, they have. That will be UCLA ball.
Shouldn't be a long
8. Yeah, it won't be a long one. 3.5 minutes to go. That would have been big to get it to a 2-possession game, Nash. Dang it. Ah, man. I mean, we've had our
technically, technically, it is a 2-possession.
I mean, technically,
the rarest 2-possession game you'd ever see, but yeah. Given that Texas men's basketball is not guarding on defense.
Pretty sure Lauren Betts just traveled in that highlight to Kiki Rice. I thought she did. That was a huge three-pointer, too. In real time, I thought she traveled, but then I got so caught up on the three ball. It looked like Lauren Betts kind of hopped her feet. Now, it could have been wrong. Don't get me wrong. But when she was trying to make that pass out there.
Oh, she did a little bit.
Well, she hopped her feet at all. She's traveled, but oh well. It's in the past. It's in the past. It's going to be UCLA ball coming out of the appeal. They'll have it up by 8. Can Texas find another turnover? We need to.
I need a couple turnovers.
Someone call the touchdown play, dang it. I don't even need the 2-point conversion yet. Not at this moment. We can save it for later. I'm not greedy, but we need the touchdown play. We need it now. Yeah, this is tough, man. We're just so accustomed to seeing these ladies be successful on the basketball floor. Not used to seeing them lose very much. Again, UCLA is a great basketball team. They're 35-1. Their only loss of the season was to Texas and Las Vegas in the Players Era championship back in December, held in Las Vegas. You know, obviously both teams have grown since then. UCLA was always going to be a tough opponent. I really do like them against South Carolina if it is them, and Texas isn't able to rally here. Really nice little set to kind of evade the Texas pressure here for UCLA. Ledger Walker's got it against Harmon, though. 20 on the shot clock here. Got 3:25 in the game. Texas down 8. Harmon still defending Ledger Walker. Ball screen, that's irrelevant. Picks her dribble up. Gets the ball into Lauren Betts. Not quite on the block, about a foot outside. Defended by Kyla Oldicker. Out to Ledger Walker. Back to Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts versus Oldicker. She'll go up, and she scores. Good finish, very late in the shot clock. Basically a dream possession if you're UCLA. They ran 30 seconds off the shot clock and were able to finish. Huge possession there. Yeah, 10-point game, man. Just the little moments like that. You know, we haven't been able to get a stop there. Again, that Kiki Rice 3 to take it to an 8-point game was just such a big shot. Jordan Lee with the defender draped all over her, can't finish. I'm not saying it was a foul. Kylie Oldacre, though, with the offensive board goes up, and she is able to draw a foul. Really good defense from UCLA against Jordan Lee right there. But luckily, Texas and Kyle Oldacre had the rebound. Got to make your free throws, though, Nash. Just rebounds and free throws are irrelevant if you're not able to capitalize at the charity line. And we'll see if Kyle is able to right now.
Yeah, you're not rebounding if you miss it. These girls are too long on UCLA.
Yeah, they're long bodies, man. Kyle Oldacre's first attempt is good. It's a 9-point game. She'll have another attempt.
Need some threes and some turnovers.
Need some threes. Definitely going to have turnovers. Probably going to have two-plus turnovers here. You're going to have to kind of speed things up at some point. Second, hey, there's something we needed. An offensive rebound to often miss free throw attempt. Now you have to turn this possession into a 3 or 4 point possession. If you're able to get the right shot, they're going to call a jump ball. Possession error will stay here with Texas. 12 will be on the shot clock there. Jordan Lee went up from it from the right block, and the UCLA defender did a really good job clamping down on the golf ball, man. I got golf on my mind, baby. Clamping down on the basketball. It's Kiki Rice there doing a good job for the Bruins. Ball's inbound to Maddie Booker. Pump fakes, dribbles out to the free throw line. Working inside on Lauren Betts. 1 foot fadeaway is good. 7-point game. 47-40 to 22 on the clock. The pressure has bothered UCLA at times. And another timeout will have to be taken by UCLA. They can't get the ball in bounds. We're flirting with another 5-second call. Not another 5-second call, but they've been close a couple times.
Yeah. Saved by the timeout.
Dang it, Nash. We're gonna have to have a 3 or 2. I don't
You'll
know.
need some divine intervention.
There's just not enough possessions, most likely, in this game you're gonna have to have a 3 or 2. You're down 7 with 2 minutes. I mean, they're gonna run it down. They can, if they want.
There's 5 possessions left.
Yeah, they can run it down to a minute 50. I mean, there's not even that, depending on what you do offensively. But a miracle, maybe. We will see. Again, a really good decision there from Madison Booker, creating space and separation from Lauren Betts, finishing over her. I like that choice a lot better than I like to do a straight pull-up over her that she had from about 18 feet, a handful or so possessions ago. 3 for 22. This is one that obviously is going to stick with Madison Booker for a long time. If Texas isn't able to rally, and probably even if Texas is able to rally, she's never going to want to have another performance like this. Another set for UCLA is well executed, coming out of a timeout and able to beat the Texas pressure. Kiki Rice has it against Rory. And at the logo here, and UCLA really going to get deep into that shot clock again. Degalik, she'll take a jump shot. It's no good. It's rebounded by Kyla Oldacre. They didn't really get as deep into that shot clock as I thought they may.
Did not.
Kyla Oldacre to Rory Harmon. They could have burned another 10, 12 seconds. Probably got similar shot. Rory Harmon will give it to Kyla. No, don't. Kyla. Okay, she'll get in. Hey, she gets inside. She bodies up.
Don't.
She bodies up.
She heard you.
Hey, she wanted to. Kyla with the left-handed finish over Lauren Betts, her friend.
Look, earlier in the game, I was gonna say, man, we might as well just let Kyla shoot it from 3. She's wide open. Can't get worse. But
5-point game, and there is still a minute and a half to go. We got 20 seconds on the shot clock for UCLA. Lauren Betts working now. Kyla Oldacre. Do they want to take another early shot in the shot clock? No, they don't. They kick it back out to Kiki Rice. She's got it. Here comes Lauren Betts for the high ball screen. Harmon doing a really good job. And there's a turnover. Here comes Rory Harmon with the ball. We're down 5. A little bit of a push from Kiki Rice. Kicked off. Jordan Lee's got it. Everybody's dog tired, brother. You can tell these ladies are tired. Jordan Lee, she's got her on her back. She goes up. She finishes. 3-point game. 3-point game. 47-44.
I don't know if they call a foul.
I was pretty sure the clock was running a little bit, which I don't believe it's supposed to in that instant. Anyway, it's 55.8 on the clock, 30 full shot clock for UCLA.
Defense. We got those 2 turnovers that you said we needed, man. But
had to have turnovers.
At this point, it's like defense, dude. Either defense and just get a good 3 look, or I'm even a fan of how this is trending. Get a quick 2, and then play some good defense, and then you have a chance to win it with a 2-point.
Well, you're not going to have a chance at a quick 2 most likely, and then have to have a full shot clock of defense with enough time, because UCLA is probably going to put they're going to have, their goal is to have one really good possession right here. There's 55 on the clock. And so I don't think they take a shot until there's inside of 10 seconds of the shot clock left.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
even
you're going to
then,
need a turnover in there.
oh, okay, we get a turnover. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be
that's
cooking.
that's what I meant to say when I say good defense at the top.
Okay, yeah. You get one good stop here. You get one good stop here. Sorry, my son just woke up. It's bewildered beside me. Hey, you're okay. Lay down, bud.
Come on, ladies.
But all right, ladies, let's lock in here. UCLA ball. Let's see what type of defense Texas plays on this inbound as far as pressure. Can they force another UCLA turnover? They do a good job getting the ball to Gabriela Jaquez inbound. Or they get to Lauren Betts. She's on the block. They'll kick it out, swing it over. DeGale's got it. She swings it back to Ledger Walker. Ledger Walker has it. She's getting a high ball screen from Lauren Betts. They're doing a really good job wasting time right now. 13 on the shot clock, 38 on the game clock. Ledger Walker still got it. Kyla Oldaker has Kyla Oldaker didn't have to switch over. Is Dougley. Okay, so we have a chance. Texas with 25 seconds down, 3. Madison Booker driving the lane. There's Lauren Betts. She blocks her shot and gets the rebound. A forced shot by Madison Booker, just reacted a little too quickly there. You don't have to force a shot up, but again, that's just
how the game has gone so far.
That's just how the game's gone for Maddie B tonight. Tried to go coast to coast off the rebound there. Lauren Betts turns her hips, gets the. I mean, that's an easy block for her. She doesn't even really have to leave her feet. She leaves them a little bit. Okay, gets the block, and then to top it off, the ball bounces one time, bounces right back to her. Texas has to foul. You're going to have to get a turnover here off the inbound, or it's going to be another foul coming up. Yep. Hope for missed free throws or a turnover. Doing a good job against the pressure, doing a good job with the pressure. Forces another UCLA timeout. That should be is that their last one? Yeah, that's their final timeout. So can Vic counter whatever UCLA is drawing up right now? Can he counter whatever they're drawing up? Force another tough pass for UCLA. Maybe it's even a situation where you trap an inbounder and you force a difficult second pass, after the inbound pass. Let's see what happens here. Texas has been really, really good at pressuring inbound passes all season long. Is this Rory Harmon's final 18.1 seconds in a Texas Longhorn uniform? I pray to God it's not. I don't want to see that.
God, that's just such a shitty thing to think about. All that she's given us. I mean, because it's she deserves to at least go to the national championship game with how much she's had to persevere through. Yeah. I will say this at the very least. I mean, we've had two 10-point deficits at different points where the games kind of felt almost out of reach, even early on. These ladies have fought. They fought their tail ends off.
That's who they are and what they do, man. UCLA coach seems to be asking the officials to watch for grabbing and pulling. Texas is going to be physical here in this moment. Credit Texas for fighting. Like Nash just said, they've battled. Got down 12 points. Got down 12 points, and you've seen the offense wake up a little bit. They've obviously had to have a sense of urgency, and Kiki Rice with it. We'll have to foul her, and we'll have to send a really good free throw shooter to the free throw line. Oh, we got one to give. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize that we'll have another opportunity for the steal. Looks like Texas is actually taking a timeout. Vic Schaefer wants to talk about it. What set can he come up with to defend UCLA right here?
He's saying he wants somebody else on the ball. I don't know who. I think maybe Preston.
Well, if Kyla's on the floor, it's going to be Kyla on the ball, I would assume.
Oh, no, Booker. I was just going off the hair that I could see. He was pointing to Booker. because he wasn't pointing straight at Kyla, but he was pointing to the person next to her.
Really? Okay.
I think maybe just getting some size.
I
Because
wonder
Booker,
how they play Lauren Betts with Kyla if it is indeed Madison Booker on the ball. Again, man, two really, really dang teams. I do think that the winner of this game does indeed hoist the national championship trophy on Sunday. No
no, it's
disrespect
not Booker.
to
It's
Don
a Crump on the
Saylor.
ball.
Yeah, Leah Crump. No disrespect to Don Saylor in South Carolina. Just these two teams are really talented. Leah Crump on the ball, 17 seconds, or sorry, 14 seconds to get it back to Kiki Rice. Now she'll go to the free throw line.
Booker almost had that strip too.
%90 on the season, 86% on the career. Not looking great.
Need that 10%. Need that 10%.
Need that 10% twice. Need it twice. We need to miss both of these.
They're the 80% on the career. Oh man.
48-44 UCLA, 13 seconds on the clock. (49-44) UCLA, 13 seconds on the clock. I mean, there is time. It's going to take divine intervention. You're going to have a basket within 10 seconds, and you're going to have a steal and then some type of shot towards the buzzer. Oh, this is tough. I honestly, I love Texas's chances in this game. I knew that we'd probably have to go play well, and we have not played well on the offensive end. This is Texas defense that you've seen all night. This is about what you get. This is a really good UCLA team that has, they're strapped with shooters, and then you have a 6'7" player like Lauren Betts who's athletic. She can finish. She can turn her basket to the bucket and score it. It's not just a big body. She's a scorer in there, and so it makes it tough. And when you're not putting the ball in the basket on your own end, and your superstar as far as your go-to girl as far as scoring is having the night that she's having, and you don't have like Nash talked about a little earlier, you don't have somebody really pick her up off the bench, or somebody, you don't have scoring come from somewhere else in a big way. That's how you end up scoring 44, 45, whatever Texas is going to finish with in this game.
Well, and it feels like too, like some of the shot, like the shot that they just replayed for on the television. I mean, a lot of these shots that Booker's putting up, they probably go in when you're not playing a 6'7" Betts.
Well, that's the thing. She's going to alter shots, and it's not trying to. Our struggles are obviously, you got to give credit to. Maddie falls down, goes out to Kyla. Kyla takes a wild jump shot, no good. This is going to do it right here. One more foul, 3 seconds left. UCLA is going to go on to the national championship game and see Don Staley in South Carolina. Congrats to UCLA.
Yeah. Credit to UCLA. Hell of a game.
Yeah, hell of a game. Your heart breaks for Vic Schaefer, for Rory Harmon, Madison Booker,
all the seniors,
all these ladies.
I hate this shot of. I mean, like I was just this last shot they had of Booker. I mean, you can tell she. I mean, this is one of those things about sports, man. I mean, I just hope she doesn't put too much on herself for this game, but we all have bad games. Today was just hers.
Yeah. I mean, shooters shoot. So it was never going to be a situation where Maddie started the game 1 for 9 like she did, and where she was ever, not going to continue to shoot the basketball. But yeah, this is the last time in these moments right here. You're going to see Rory Harmon and burn orange, and you see Vic Schaefer trying to give her a moment to be appreciated by his fans, and also have a moment to talk to his senior. Your heart just breaks for Rory in that moment, man. It's just devastating, man. And you see her. you see her break down in that moment, and you really appreciate, respect, and love all that she's poured into, to the Burn Orange and the university. And it's devastating in this moment, to see a tear going down, young Rory's eyes, and grateful that, she has a leader in her life like a Vic Schaefer. And, they'll all wake up tomorrow, and it'll hurt probably even more than it does in this moment right now. But hey, man, there's ultimately nothing for them to hang their head about. They've done this university so proud, and the effort and, just everything they've done for this school, man, should have only be lauded and appreciated. Obviously Maddie didn't have her best tonight, and you guys need to treat her with respect. Um, Everything that y'all say and do, it can't be seen by these young ladies, by these athletes. So be smart about the way you talk to these ladies and show them, appreciate, like, listen, man, like, you go out there and shoot over a 6'7" defender all night, see how it goes for you. And again, she wasn't great tonight. And like Nash said earlier, she can be the first person to tell you that. So proud of these ladies. Your heart breaks. Congrats to UCLA. They're obviously a damn good team and a damn good program. 6 super seniors who've not super seniors, but they're super players who've been damn good for them and won a lot of games, and they'll have the chance to play for a national title and bring it home for them. And they will be my pick to do so. And again, y'all heard me say all throughout the show that whoever won this game, I thought would go on to win the NITE. But yeah, congrats to Lauren Betts, her teammates, and a really good UCLA program. Again, heart breaks, but I only going to smile when you think about this Texas basketball team. And I told Texas Homer and Connor, I was like, this is one of my favorite sports teams of all time. Just for the heart and the energy, the defense, the effort, that they show, and the way that they were playing of late, like they really did have me believing that this team could win a national championship. And, nothing but proud of them, man. And it does hurt. You want to see them go on and play for more, but at the end of the day, man, that it does sting, Nash. It's always going to sting for everybody but one team. And I know that those ladies damn believe that they could be the team that stood atop that podium at the end of this season. And it stinks, man. It is what it is, but y'all treat these ladies with respect and class. They do the same for you. I promise you that. And, Maddie Booker had a rough game, but Texas isn't here without Madison Booker. And I think every single person out there knows that. So love them, proud of them. It hurts. It sucks. All the things, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's heartbreaking to go to back to back, like losing in the semifinals back to back years. But and maybe they can pull off a national championship in the coming years, and then Rory can actually look back on this and say, you know what, I helped build that. I helped build that national championship. But I mean, even if that doesn't happen, Rory should not be upset about the time that she spent here and the things that she's done. Like Madison Booker, I would just hope that she doesn't look like to what you said. I mean, we're not here without her. 40 points versus Oregon. Like, I mean, the amount of times that she's been a superstar, and then the one game that she's not happens to be tonight. I mean, it is what it is. I hope she doesn't beat herself up about this.
Well, she will. I mean, but that's part of what makes great
Yep.
athletes great is that, she'll get better from that. It's going to be a very, very painful learning experience. You say, well, what's the learning experience? Like, she's going to be in the gym. I promise you that. She's going to be a little bit more locked in. Um, Great shooters. I say me. I'm a great shooter. I am. I probably swear. Nash, you're a great shooter. I've seen your jump shot.
I've sent you those videos.
You send me videos. Hey, great shooters are going to shoot the basketball. Make or miss, they're going to shoot the basketball. And this is a sport where they're playing a lot of games, and they're going to have a couple games a season where, hey, it might not be 4 for 20, whatever Madison went. I mean, it's painful to say, but we got to look at it. 3 for 23. It might not be that bad, but we needed her to score. And UCLA is a team that's long, and they were playing really good defense on Jordan Lee early in the game. That was a lady that I thought we really had to get going. They're playing good defense on Rory Harmon, and we don't rely on Rory to be our go-to scorer anyway. They're making it tough to get the ball inside, and you have a 6'7" defender inside. That provides an issue. She's athletic. She can block. She can extend. She can move her feet. It's not like she's just a long body like we talked about. So your score, you depend on her to win some one-on-one matchups, put the ball in the basket, and she really struggled to do that. So we love Maddie again. Grateful for her, man. Um, I know that social media is what it is. There can be people hating and doing what they do, but man, a lot of pride for this team and how they performed for Texas all season long. The fight that they had, Nash mentioned it, the fight they had to come back down 12 points and have a chance to tie that basketball game up with under 30 seconds left. You got to say something for that. So I do appreciate all
Really,
y'all watching, though. Go ahead, Nash. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I mean, just last thing would be to shout out the rest of the seniors like Sidbury, Oldacre,
Yeah.
Judd, Graves. I mean, maybe one or two of these players might get a waiver approved or something like that. You never know in this day and age of college basketball or college athletics. But I mean, these seniors that they should feel proud about what they've done here at the University of Texas. I mean, I know some of the like Judd transfers in, right? But a lot of these ladies they got the University of Texas to back semifinals. And to what you said earlier when somebody was talking about Vic Schaefer, Vic Schaefer he's a bad coach. Texas women's basketball is in a lot better spot because of these people. So, I mean, they should absolutely be proud of what they've done here.
When you look at the recruiting class that Texas is bringing in, Texas women's basketball is not going anywhere. Texas will add a couple of transfers, in my opinion. They need to do so at least to have a little bit more experience because, like Nash just rattled off, we're losing some experience. And yeah, shout out to those ladies, man, because they've been big contributors. To watch Kyla's development and growth in this program has been fascinating to do. Um, Really, really proud of her. As proud of anyone in the program, to be honest. Just because she's put in so much work to get to where she's got, to get her game to where she's gotten in the biggest games for Texas. Like she's been on the floor these last 2 seasons. And there was a time when she was young where you never thought that would be the case. And so big credit to Kyla. Um, and again, Ashton, Sarah, Sid, like, they got to be proud, man. They've set Texas basketball up for the next group to finally kick that door down. I mean, however many Elite Eights in a row we had, now this is 2 Final Fours in a row. It's coming. Texas will kick that door down under Vic Schaefer. It's coming. You just got to keep pushing. And again, got to win the offseason. I think, you probably need more shooting through the portal, just a little bit more shooting. They've got more shooting coming with this freshman class. You need to see Aaliyah Crump get developed and hit her ceiling. She's going to be a super player for Texas. Jordan Lee needs to continue to grow, and we need her to be a player who we can probably rely on to get a 15 a night, and I like where her growth is. She just struggled, but and again, Travis, it happens sometimes. I like your perspective on it, man, but we couldn't buy a bucket, They did definitely played hard. It was a fun game to watch, even though, I know the coach for UCLA kind of talked about the lack of officiating taking a little bit, or the not saying lack of officiating, lack of calls. They're really letting them play a style of basketball that, it's not going to be as appealing as it is sometimes when they're maybe calling the whistle. So defense isn't as tight, not like a free throw contest, but defense isn't as tight, and therefore people are able to create more, do more things. But they play extremely hard, man, and that's the biggest attribute about Texas basketball. They play hard. They're always going to, fight on the defensive end, and I'm proud, man. It sucks. It sucks. It is what it sucks, but a lot of love for these ladies. But yeah, Vic Schaefer, man, y'all continue to go support these young ladies. Get to the Moody Center, show love. It freaking breaks my heart. There's no more Rory Harmon and Burn Orange. Like I cannot even begin to explain to you how much that stinks. But at the end of the day, man, I get it. But like, what do you want Vic to do as far as like making shots, Laron? Like, what do you? And Trev, I'm not just having a conversation. Like, I'm up to criticism. You know what I mean? Like, it just like at the end of the day, it's a make or miss sport. You know what I mean? So a lot of these looks like Kyla, she punted a couple of early opportunities when she got in the game that were bunnies. Like you can't really put that on Coach Vic. Rory's not a scoring point guard, but you're not gonna like not play her. And so like this is a tough matchup for her when you have a defense like UCLA, who their guards are long and athletic. And like again, I'm not arguing with you, man. I appreciate the comment. I'm just curious, like, what you would do, to better prepare them or how you would handle it. But again, that's the stigma on Vic. You know what I'm saying, man? Is like they, Schaefer ball. Kind of like when Texas had Chris Beard. We were elite defensively and we were pretty mid offensively. You don't have a lot of really like sexy sets or anything like that. You see some one-on-one late in shot clock, late in the shot clocks, and I'm with you again, man. I'm all about conversation on that. And
I mean, my response would be that you're maybe like it's going to be such a rare occurrence for Madison Booker to have this level of game that she has because I mean she's going to that I'm not sure what the basketball term for is it, but right next to the free throw line at the top left and right. I mean these are her favorite spots to shoot from, and she was missing from that all night. She was 3 of 23.
right,
If she's not 3 of 23, we probably not probably we win this game,
yeah.
and we,
I
we
mean,
probably win it comfortably. I mean it's just one of those deals where like if you looked at some of the camera angles that was going on, like when they put Vic on the camera on the television screen. I mean, he had the same look that me and you had. It's like you just what's happening, like
and again, like we were never going to win that game like 80 to 7. Like we were always going to win with that game with defense. You know what I mean? Like that's just, yeah, we scored 75 the first time we played them, but go look at how many fouls were called and how that game was officiated. You know what I mean? Like it was a whole different world. And again, Laurent, like I appreciate the comment, bro. Like it's, I've definitely said like Schaefer has to get his teams better on the offensive end. And like things that I've wanted, he's slowly started to acquire them. He started to build his roster. And again, maybe that was always his vision. It probably was. But I wanted more length at guard, you know what I mean? And you added a Madison Booker, and then you went and got players like Leah Crump who can play like guard, or you can call her forward. But she can handle the basketball a little bit, and has that length. She has the shooting that Texas has been lacking. Obviously, Jordan Lee is another shooter who maybe she wasn't great in the last couple of games, but a girl that is a very plus shooter for Texas, and so he again, in this next recruiting class, you're going to have a lot of ball handling and you're going to have a lot of shooting, more so than you've had in any other class from Vic Schaefer probably ever in his time as a head coach, to be honest with you. It is a really, really dang good class. You got 3 McDonald's All-Americans, 3 top 100 players that are going to be a huge boost for this Texas probably the second they get to campus, to be honest. Obviously all in different ways. But, yeah, keep putting talent on the court like this, they'll break through, man. And because his teams always do play defense, and you got to play defense to win championships. He keeps finding players that he can really lean and depend on. Program players like a Rory Harmon, like Madison Booker is obviously, a really good scorer to have. The lost art of the mid range is something that more players need to put in their bag. More young players, they got to add it to the arsenal. But Texas is going to look a lot different next year, man. You're losing a lot of players like this. Maybe there's a chance Maddie decides to go pro. And then there's a part of me also that thinks Texas decides to, pay her the NIL money that she deserves.
Yeah.
And then she comes out here and goes on a freaking revenge tour when it gets to tourney time, because this is going to sit in her. It's going to sit in, it's got to sit with her for a while, man.
Well, it's going to marinate. It's going to elite. She's an elite athlete, and elite athletes just they have a different level of mindset. They want to be coached hard. They don't want to be told, like they don't want to be complimented all the time. It reminds me a lot of like Derek Jeter. He never liked being told he was the best shortstop. He always liked being told that there was somebody else that was better than him, because that gave him something to work for. That gave him a purpose to go out there and grind, hit the grindstone. And I mean, I know that's to a lot of people, they're going to look at that and say, well, he never was that great of a shortstop, overrated. That's a completely different conversation. But you never deny that he was an elite athlete. And it's just that these players, like it's like an Arch Manning. He wants to be coached hard. He wants Sark in his ear when he's doing something wrong. They don't like being complimented. So yeah, it's one of these deals, and that doesn't mean to go out there and rip Madison Booker online or anything like that. But just I have full confidence that she's gonna, whether she's doing it in a Texas jersey or next year in a professional jersey. I mean, this is gonna marinate, but it's going to be for the better in the long run.
It is, man. And again, Laurent, I agree with you, man. Come back, Maddie. Don't go out like this, baby. This is part of your villain arc. It's time to take over the ball. It's time to hey, you're KD. You get the KD comps all the time, Maddie. This is your KD to the Warriors moment. This is when Twitter turns against you. Everybody's against you. Maddie can't go out like this. She just can't do it, bro. I'm not gonna allow it. She won't allow it. Come on, Maddie. We need the news. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit hard when she tells the world she's coming back to Texas because we know it's coming, man. We know it's coming. But all right, guys. I guess it's about time to wrap it up. I mean, we love these ladies. Obviously, they weren't their best tonight. It's fine to acknowledge that. Um, Pay attention to Texas women's basketball, man. You got two really good coaches. I think for both basketball programs. For me, as a big basketball lover, I'm as happy with our coaches as I've ever been in my life as far as Texas basketball goes. Ron, really appreciate it, my man. Thank you very much. He's got it done before. Can he get it done again? Um, he's got a lot of talent coming in, man, but he lost a really special, really close knit, special, just kind of core it felt like that he had. Kyla Oldicker was a big boost to this team. She did volumes for this team. I don't think you can put into words what Roy Harmon did for this program. So, a very, very fair question, my friend. And again, we'll in due time we will find out. But yeah, guys, don't forget, one more time, I'll mention it. Academy Sports and Outdoors doing a giveaway. They're giving away the whole tailgate hookup. You get your Yeti coolers, you got your Blackstone grill, you got some chairs, cups. Like you got the setup. Shout out Academy Sports and Outdoors for doing that. The winner will be announced right after Texas A&M finish their baseball series next weekend. Get in there. All you gotta do is go to Instagram. Go to Instagram right now. Inside Texas. You need to be following Inside Texas for one. But go find the post about the giveaway from Academy Sports and Outdoors. Like the post. All you got to do is tag a friend in the comments. It can take you 10, 15 seconds. Bang, knock out all three of those. And maybe it's you. Maybe you get that whole tailgate, man. Rooting for you, whoever it is. Nash, thank you for doing this with me, hopping on, man. Last time these people had to look at my ugly self for a long time, and I felt bad for them. So I'm glad you would spend some time on here with me.
I didn't make it look. I didn't make it look that much better. So
don't do that to yourself, brother. But thanks for watching Inside Texas, guys. Y'all all have a safe and happy Easter weekend. Travel safe on those roads out there, and good luck at the Easter egg hunt, brother. Y'all enjoy your kids' candy. Have a good one.